Okay, I am live. Need to load the chat up really quickly on my phone. God, I've missed live streaming. It's on my walk, it's a walk of fame. Love that Miley Cyrus song. If anyone is here watching this right now, hello, you're early. Okay, I think I've got everything sorted. All right. Oh, I am live. Okay, great. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? I'm reading chat on my phone. I'm not just ignoring you. That would be incredibly rude. That would be incredibly, incredibly rude. My light's being really weird. Come on, Diva, you can do it. It's like Hello? It's like tilting. Oh my god, it's so bright I can't even see anything. Hello! How are we all doing? Not hi, sister. I mean, that is very fitting for today's video, I guess. What a lovely weekend trip. Is this a premiere? Baby, this is live. We are live right now. Oh my god, this light is not working. Hold on. I'm literally just gonna have to unplug it. There we go. No, we're live. This isn't a premiere. You have a date tomorrow. Ooh. Are we gonna talk about Olivia walking off? No, because that was on a members only thing, and Ethan Klein would come and probably shoot me if I covered that. But yeah, I knew that I wanted to go live because people have been sending me this one video in particular that has been going around on YouTube from this creator, Mandy Moe, and it's called Unhinged Deep Dive as to why James Charles is uncancelled, but Colleen Ballinger isn't. And I'm really intrigued as to the conversation that we can have around it, because I think what better place to have it. And based on that title alone, I completely agree with it. So I'm excited to dive in. I hope you're all doing well. I love your pink nails. Thank you. I actually really like them, but I'm really upset because I went to a new nail person and they filed my nails down so much that if I do this, my entire nail bends, that I think that they've shaven too much of my nail off, that my nails are now incredibly weak, which is so annoying because I've been getting my nails done for years and years and years, and this has never happened before. This has never happened before. Lydia, you've seen the video? Okay, great. People are saying that it's a good video. People are saying that it's a good video. Okay, this is great. I'm excited. You just got your first UTI? Okay. Le boo boo. Look what I have beside me as well. Le boo boo. People were like, Adam, did you get the secret? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Love cat's eye. Your hair is pretty. My hair is soaking wet right now because I just came out of the shower, for reference. People love to say I have oily hair. I just choose to always film after I take a shower. It's soaking wet. It's not oil, please. Also, I do want to cover Ethan talking about Trisha's fertility. That'll be a video I film after this. And then I also want to give an incredible... I'm going to film a video, an update on my iPhone, because my iPhone has now officially been put on the market. The Diva is on the market, and we have photos, we have videos, we have a lot to talk about there. So I'm excited. I have the one and only 24 golden Labubu. Adam, please get a hairdryer. No, I like when my hair air dries. In about 2 hours, I'm gonna really like how my hair looks. I also don't like putting heat on my hair. Okay, so yeah. Let's get into it. Who's your current K-pop bias? That's so broad. I am always a Felix defender, but I'll let you. This is my current phone background. First one to name wins. First one to name wins. Love that photo. I be changing my phone lock screen like it's a job. Like it's a job. Are you gonna be talking about the X1 situation? Yes, we are. Not here, but we are. Actually, I'm gonna be talking about it on the first episode of me and Neve's podcast. Where's the Dubai chocolate? Baby, I ate the Dubai chocolate. It was delicious. It was delicious. Yep, y'all got it. So, yeah. And then I have Felix on the back of my phone. I am the gayest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Yes, we are going to be talking about the X1 situation on my first episode with Neve, which is coming out next week. So I'm just prepping for that. Also, speaking of that, we are really close to 3,000 followers on the Me and Neve account. Hold on, let me pin. If you haven't followed, please go follow. Look, I've pinned it in the chat. We're getting so close to 3,000 followers on, and we haven't even published the first episode, which is really, really, really exciting. It's the Adam and Eve podcast on Instagram. The first episode, I will be talking about everything X1. And also we're doing an advice section on there, and people have already been DMing, which is great. And so all that, we're going to respond to people, whatever. Super excited for the first episode next week. We're getting super close to 3,000 followers. And again, the only post we've done is the announcement of it. And you have to say, does this not eat? The Adam and Neve podcast. My mother, Sinead, came up with that. Sinead came up with this. I love her for it. And the branding, it just, I eat this up. So thank you, Mom. But yeah, please go follow the account. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for following. It's pinned right now in the chat or on Instagram. It's the Adam and Neve podcast. First episode is coming out next week. And we're going hard with it. We're fully investing in it. We're really excited. I'm really excited to have a podcast. I know people love the chaotic energy of me and Neve. And again, the first episode, which is coming out next week, we're going to be talking about our New York trip. Me, Neve, and my mom ran the entire New York Tortured Muckers department, and there was a lot of drama that happened. So we're going to talk all things that. And then I am going to start the process of talking about the X1 tour, because I know a lot of people really want that sooner rather than later. So I think what better way than having it alongside my best friend, and I know she experienced a lot with me, so yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, please go follow. We're getting really close to 3,000 on the Instagram account. It is pinned. This is our branding. I really want to get 3,000 before we post the first episode. And again, today we are going to be reacting to, I think it's, where is it? Is it this one? Yeah. Mandy Moo's video, unhinged deep dive as to why James Charles is uncancelled, but Colleen Ballinger isn't. Let me give us a like. I feel like I'm already gonna like this video. I just feel like, I feel like there's such an interesting conversation to be had there. Sorry, let me load up the chat really quickly. Okay, wait, I'm reading chat. Are you making a channel for it or posting it here? It's gonna be posting here. I have the one and only Adam McIntyre iPhone 16. Please. 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 I did see the Stray Kids come back. I did. I just think it makes sense to post it here. It's simple. Mama ate with it. I love my mom being like, TY, TY, TY. People are saying misogyny is the answer for the question of why is James not canceled but Colleen is. And I think it definitely is the reason. Adam, do you have any driving tips for me? Babe, I don't drive. I'm a passenger princess. We fund him getting his phone back. Please. You should have Adam and Eve as a sponsor on the first episode. I'm pretty sure Adam and Eve are going to sponsor the first episode, which is so funny. The concept of Adam and Eve sponsoring the Adam and Eve podcast. Oh my god. Oh my god. So deranged. Will this be a response reaction to Mandy Mo's video? Yes. Yes, we will. Because people think James is funny. Not me, though. Not me, though. I hope you read my story. Yeah, we're getting a lot of DMs. It's insane. We have to, I don't want to show because a lot of people want to be anonymous, but there's a lot to go through. I really love when people are sending voice memos. They're my favorite ones. But we're going to go through and pick some of our favorites, and I'm going to pick some for Neve, and Neve is going to pick some for me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I do not know how to drive. RIP to the Chronically Online podcast. You know why I had to get rid of the Chronically Online podcast? Because, baby, that just makes me think of X1. Baby, I'm done. with the chronically online stuff. Also, I was so annoyed that I was like stuck with the chronically online branding, because yes, it was my decision to call it that. But for some reason, I wasn't thinking about Nicole Raffi at all whenever I came up with that. And then literally they announced a tour with Nicole Raffi, and I was like, oh my god, Nicole Raffi is chronically online girl. And then I'm literally doing a tour with X1 while Nicole is on tour with X1 as well, who is the chronically online girl, like the chronically online girl. And I'm like, oh, now my podcast looks like I'm like ripping off from her. And I'm so annoyed because I love Nicole. So I hated the chronically online branding from the get-go, even though it was my decision, because I literally was not thinking at all. People kept commenting, Adam, you should call it the chronically online tour because it's going to be all about references. And I was like, yeah, and I really didn't think. And then I was like, oh my god, this literally is like a ripoff of Nicole Raffi. And I was so fucking pissed off at myself. So I was so excited to get rid of the fucking chronically online branding, because to me that is just Nicole Raffi's. And I felt so bad whenever it fucking clicked in my head. And it clicked in my head, by the way, the day before I announced the tour, and I was like, fuck. And even in the announcement of the thing, I was like, hey guys, like, Nicole Raffi is the chronically online girl. I'm not trying to overstep any boundaries. Chicago loves you. I would love to come back to Chicago. Bowl is packed. Red Bull is opened. I am ready. Ugh. I wish I had a Red Bull right now. Alexa Nicholas comes back. What do you think? I think Alexa Nicholas is a crazy psycho who needs to be locked away for her own good. Alexa Nicholas tweeted a couple days ago and she was like, oh, Adam's trying to weaponize ICE or something. Like, what the fuck did she's so crazy. I just don't even interact with her anymore because I know it pisses her off when I don't interact with her because she's so psycho. I know she's working with Ethan because they have the same lawyer. Like, Alexa Nicholas tweeted, Adam McIntyre, are you really clout chasing ICE now? Mr. Irish, did your buddy Kat get you that article? Ugh. Alexa Nicholas, you're a nobody. No one cares about you. You're psycho. Alexa Nicholas for Mental Hospital 2025. Who's with me? What a crazy, crazy woman. The only person who's ruined your reputation, Alexa, is you. You're the one fucking manic as fuck on Twitter. Go look after your kids. Does she have kids? She does have kids. Look after them. Get off your phone, crazy woman. Oh my god. You're on Twitter creating conspiracy theories that I'm clout chasing ICE. Go look after your children. Oh my god. She is so insane. And she literally thinks that my silence or anyone's silence is being scared of her. You're just crazy! There's no talking to you! I want her and Ethan to create a fucking podcast together. Please. 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 It would be my dream for Alexa Nicholas and Ethan Klein to create a podcast together. Please. Please. Let's do it, frenemies. And I promise you, Alexa will be on the H3H3 production soon because they have the same lawyer now. And they're equally as crazy as each other. Anyways. Adam, I'm sorry, but did Mandy Moo do a deep... We're reacting to that. Don't you worry. We're reacting to that. Not Denise's fleas. Oh my god, also, before we get into this... Okay, I'm gonna really quickly give an update with the cats and the Airbnbs and the fleas and stuff like that. We are 100 away from 3,000 followers on the Me and Neve Instagram account. Please go follow. Please go follow. We're launching our first episode, which will be all about the touring and all that next week. This is it. It is the Adam and Neve podcast. We are less than 100 away from 3,000 followers, please. Anyway, the Airbnb people, the fucking house riddled with fleas, like I told you. I was living there for fucking 4 days. I'm bit all up my... like, hold on. Can I show you this? Is this weird? Can you see? Like, I'm like bit as fuck. That goes all down my fucking legs, right? However, yes, I'm in pain. I'm bit. I'm whatever. Bitch, I'm moving into a new fucking apartment in a couple days. And I'm like, Bonnie and Dolly are going to be coming back. And like, obviously, the girls are flea treated or whatever. But I'm like, you would never think in staying in a place that's expensive, by the way, that you would be putting yourself in like harm's way of like being in a flea infested house. But also, who the fuck leaves their cats riddled with fleas? Period. My animals have had fleas before. It happens. It literally happens. But that becomes your number one priority because your animals are in pain. We need to get rid of them. Like, I just don't see how, like, you can, like, hand your house off with your cats to someone when, like, you know that your animals are riddled with fleas. Those purr fucking cats, and they are the sweetest fucking cats of all fucking time. But you know what? The last couple days I was there, they were clearly in fucking pain. I think it's fucking disgusting. And then I, like, reach out to the people, and I'm like, hey, I'm now gonna have to move out because I'm bit the fuck, and I'm in so much pain, and I don't want to be, you know, like, dealing with this. And then they're like, okay, like, we'll try to get Airbnb to give you a refund. Like, please don't give us a review. Because obviously, what's my review gonna be? House riddled with fleas. Like, I'm sure people are gonna book that shit again. But anyways... they were like, we'll charge you this much because you stayed here this many days and then we'll give you a refund. You should be charging me nothing. I paid a lot of money to stay in a fucking flea-infested house in Brighton. So anyways, I'm waiting to get my refund. I'm waiting to get my fucking refund. And then, I'm gonna like have to review them. But I'm scared when I review them that they're gonna review me back and like tank my Airbnb. It's crazy. It really is. I miss Denise. I fucking loved those cats so much. I really did love those cats so much. I really did. They're great cats. Please still review them. I know, but I'm like, this is what I'm like genuinely asking you guys. If I report them to like Airbnb, will like I get in trouble? Will like can they like say that I'm lying? Or like what, like, I mean, I can prove that my legs are bit the fuck. But like, I'm scared that they'll like tank my ranking and, but like people are gonna book this place. And also get riddled with fleas. Everyone's saying report them. Okay, also, everyone's saying that I should report, like, them for, like, animal cruelty. Here's the thing. Things do happen, and I don't want to, like, accuse them of anything. I'm very aware of that. And I know that it's summer and fleas can be, you know, quite common. So I'm not going to do that, but I think the bare minimum is reporting them to fucking Airbnb. It's insane. It's insane. But anyways, shout out to Denise. Shout out to Rodrigo. We miss you. We love you. Actually, do I still have... I think I do. What video was it? Where the kitties were being so cute in the background. Okay, it wasn't this one. Like, like, looking back on these videos that I have with the cats now, they're scratching themselves in the video. They're literally scratching themselves in the video. These cats are riddled with fleas behind me. These poor fucking cats were in so much pain, and I literally didn't clock it until, like, 3 or 4 days in. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Look how cute these cats are. Look.
Hard that
oh my god, there's so many. Next week, this is it. It is the Adam and Eve podcast. We are less than a... Oh. Come up to Denise. Denise, honey. Meanwhile, Denise is in so much fucking pain because she's riddled with fleas. How are you, Denise? Denise, what is your thoughts on the Cancel podcast coming to a close? She's like, Adam, I have bigger things to focus on right now. She's devastated. She is. You are so pretty. Isn't this literally the prettiest cat you've ever seen? And you're so fluffy. Wow. I miss having cats. Wow. It was the most able to like. But I literally just. Wow. See. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Per Denise was riddled with fleas here. God, per cat. And they were destroying that apartment on the last day. Like, did I show you the toilet roll or the kitchen roll? They were fucking ripping the apartment to shreds Because they're obviously in so much pain. Look, I come out and this is what all of the kitchen roll looks like. They're like destroying everything. It's all over the floor because they're obviously in fucking pain. But anyway, gorgeous cat. All right, let's get to the video. Gorgeous cat. Love, love, love. Okay, again, finally, last time I'll say, if you haven't already, please go follow the Adam and Eve podcast Instagram account. I will, hold on, let me really quickly just put it in the chat and then we'll move on. We're really close to 3,000 followers. I'd really appreciate if you can go and follow. It means a lot. Just in preparation for the first episode. Let me really quickly just, oh, hi, Dustin. There we go. The podcast won't let me DM a voice message because we have to accept you first. So let me just show you how it works. You DM the account and then we accept like this. Look, this is our request right now. We click on it and then we accept and then you can do it. It's just a way of vetting so we're not like being spammed. However, I have just accepted everyone right now. Some people are going through it. I feel bad as fuck. Again, please follow. It would mean a lot. We're really, really, really close to 3,000, which is insane. All right, we'll move on and we'll get to the video. I would really appreciate if you can go and follow though. All right, so here we go. From Mandy Mo. This is currently live, but whenever this is re-uploaded on YouTube, Mandy Mo's video will be in the pinned comment, will be in the description. Please go over. If you're watching right now and you haven't seen Mandy's video yet, please go over, and if you enjoy the coverage of Mandy's video, please go and watch the original video as well. Also, please go send Mandy a good message because I've heard a lot of great things about this video. I have not seen it personally yet. I'm excited to watch it. I think the conversation is going to be very interesting. Go over, go subscribe, go comment, go hype up creators because it is the time to be doing and supporting each other. So, let's get to it. So, again, shout out to Mandy Mo. Unhinged deep dive, why James Charles is uncancelled, but Colleen Ballinger isn't. Now, this is actually something... Oh, let me pull up chat again on my phone. This is actually something that I've had conversations with creators about, and I do think that the main... And again, it's very topical for us to be talking about this, because obviously a big reason for the Colleen stuff was videos that were happening here, and, you know, discussions we were having, and we've also we've probably spoken more about James Charles on this YouTube channel than we have Colleen Ballinger, and I truly, truly, truly believe that James Charles, I guess I can say this because, again, I was one of the people that were speaking about Colleen. I truly believe that James is worse than Colleen. Like, and if anyone gets pissed at me, you can't, because it was me, along with other people that were speaking up against Colleen. So, if anything, we're the ones that can say that, okay? So, I will probably confidently say that I believe that James Charles is worse than Colleen Ballinger. And I think that the things that James Charles has been accused of, we've seen him do, he continues to do. I think that he should have also had the same trajectory that Colleen had. I think that when people hear Colleen Ballinger's name, there's a certain connotation now, and I think a lot of that has to do with the toxic gossip train, if I'm being completely honest. She did it to herself. But I believe that James Charles is worse. I really believe that James Charles is worse. Everyone's agreeing with me. I think he's way worse. So I truly believe that, I believe that the reason, before I get into this video, this is my take on it, I believe that Colleen Ballinger got cancelled and James Charles didn't because of people being incredibly misogynistic. People are saying the video says uncancelled. Yeah, they're basically saying, like, why is James Charles still able to, like, have a really successful career, but Colleen Ballinger isn't? Just the uncancelled. That's what they mean by that. So why is James able to go through these things that Colleen gets called out for, but be able to still be successful and relevant, and why is Colleen not? I think because people are incredibly misogynistic, and I think that Colleen really fucked it with the toxic gossip train. I think she became too big of a meme that's what people think of when they think of her now. But again, hugely because the internet is misogynistic. Let's get that clear, right? And I also believe that both of them are incredibly narcissistic, but I believe that James Charles is narcissistic in the way where he's able to take more of a blow for the sake of like his career and moving forward, whereas I think like Colleen is too stubborn. I think that's why James deletes all his apology videos, but Colleen still has the toxic gossip train up. Colleen stands behind her things because she's incredibly egotistical and narcissistic. James is also narcissistic and egotistical in my opinion, but I do believe that like James knows how to like work the internet in a way because like he's fame hungry, he's money hungry, like he wants it so bad, like he craves the attention. I think that's the difference in both of them. I think ego and pride, if I'm being honest. I don't believe that James Charles has any pride. I don't believe, like, I think he'll just surrender to, you know, whatever, but I believe that, like, Colleen will, like, double down on, like, you know, being correct. So, let's get into it. So, again, please go support Mandy Mo's video. Also, if you're just joining, I'm really excited that we're doing a live stream. Hello, everyone. Yes, this is live. Let's get into it.
Part 1. Who's who in the freaking zoo? Let's start with James Charles, since his career is still kind of like this. So James Charles Dickinson, currently 26 years old.
Dickinson. Sorry. Oh, wait. I'm going to love this video. Look at all the memes.
He's an American makeup YouTuber.
Love this background.
You may know him as Jay's Coding, which is his first YouTube channel that he used to have, with classics such as Pumped Up Kicks.
Kicks, you better run, I'll run my gun.
And Before He Cheats.
Right now,
There's only about 10 videos posted on this channel. He was like 11 years old. And it's kind of some of this like little skits are reminiscent of that time period, heavily influenced by Joey Graceffa and what I can see Miranda sings.
Don't get run over. That would be.
That's a really, really, really interesting point. And I don't know if anyone remembers this, but James, Colleen, and I actually have a little bit of lore. And the lore is that when I did my video in 2020, James actually went on like a manic tweeting spiral, talking shit about me. And how I was a liar, and how I was a manipulator, and how I was whatever. And a lot of people don't know that because I wasn't in any way, like, people literally didn't watch my videos, or people didn't, like, the Colleen video back then was the only thing maybe time people had seen me. So James was, like, literally tweeting, like, he's a fucking liar, he begged for those panties, and then I'm getting so much shit because now James Charles is, like, so, people don't remember that. I forgot about that until now. Wow. But I think that point that Mandy makes of James being heavily influenced by Miranda Sings is a really, really, really interesting point. Adam, did you hear that Colleen finally admitted that her cat ran away? There had been rumblings behind the scenes for a long time that her cat had died and she was covering it up. I didn't know that she finally addressed it. Yeah, there's been conversations behind the scenes for a long time that her cat either ran away or was killed, and she just never acknowledged it online. Has she finally acknowledged it? Has she? Where? I literally do not watch her stuff. Hold on. Colleen, is it on main channel or was it a tweet? Oh wait. Oh, she doesn't post on the main channel. Colleen vlogs. Oh my god. I'm like looking at her views, and not to be shady, but I remember one time she had said, she was like, if I ever drop below, I think it was like 70k views, she was like, I'm done. Girl, these are like 20k views. Oh, she has a video called Gus 12 days ago. Oh, and she's crying. There we go. I don't care to watch it, but yeah, people have been talking about it for a while, that she had been hiding the fact that that cat unfortunately was killed or ran away. Per Gus. She put that cat through some shit. He ran away in November and hasn't come back. That poor cat, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. She put that cat through fucking hell. Remember when she would, like, stuff Gus in, like, a fucking, like, paper bag for Miranda Sings videos and stuff and, like, drop him on the ground? Goodness me. Per Gus. Such a cute cat as well. Such a cute cat.
In 2015, he started his current channel, James Charles. But that wasn't how he got famous. He actually got famous. You might know this because this is how I found him. From a tweet that went viral. I'm talking viral. And viral isn't like how it is today where it's like every once in a while, like everybody goes viral now. No. There were like slim pickings of when everybody went viral. And when you went viral, you went on Ellen. So viral for his senior photo pic.
Which
because
was fake.
He had said that
fake.
his first photo was bad. So he.
It's so crazy that the reason that he first went viral, by the way, was not real. He literally faked it.
Really had seen.
Which I think sets a perfect tone for James Charles in his career.
And I was like, what the frick? What's his meme? And it caught the eyes of CoverGirl. The CoverGirl.
Lightweight makeup.
Cut.
CoverGirls don't say that.
America's Next Top Model, CoverGirl. Do we remember? CoverGirl. Like, oh, like that was the time like Road Beauty.
I like Mandy. I like Mandy. Everyone go and support Mandy.
Like bigger than that, bigger than Rare Beauty. Like CoverGirl was insane how popular it was.
Thank you to the mods. The mods are currently writing Mandy's link of YouTube in the comments. Go support. Mandy's funny as fuck.
At the time, and he became the first male ambassador. Having a man.
This photo is chopped as fuck. Sorry, I know it was a different time, but my god, this photo is chopped AF. Oh my god. Why is it in such high definition? The fucking faux freckles, the fucking eyebrows, the nose ring, the hat, everything is crazy. This photo is chopped AF. Chopped AF. Chopped.
Wear makeup at that time was also it was groundbreaking. He was breaking through
that
business.
Was groundbreaking.
So he kicked through the door and from there ran with his career. His career boomed from there.
The eyebrows are crazy.
He had
this slightly open mouth. Yeah, sometimes I do that in a video as well. Sometimes. Wait, by the way, this is completely unrelated. Does anyone here know Fireball Friday with Lexi and Harry? Oh my god. Me and my friend Neve have started going out with Lexi. Oh my god. We are a trio. God, I love Lexi so much. And like me, Neve and her have merged so well. Look at this. Oh, look at these divas. God, I love Lexi so much. It's so fun being back in Brighton because I'm finally able to like hang out with the people that like I started to become friends with before I moved. The Tiny Tooth Sneak.
A collaboration with Morphe, code James 10% off. A clothing line, Sister Apparels, been on countless magazines.
Not Teddy Fresh.
Teen Vogue even
remember that? The Teddy Fresh scandal of it all?
The most influential YouTube makeup artist of the time. Very, very, very engaging, fun to watch, and honestly had some videos that we hadn't seen before. And let me preface it this way. Do I look like I wear makeup? Do I look like I watch makeup tutorials? No. The answer is no. I was watching him. He was up there that every time he put a video, it was unlike any video I really had ever seen. He was groundbreaking. He really was. And I'm building him up here because he absolutely destroyed his career of who he could be. I'm sorry, but you did, James. You really did. I say that as he's like a multimillionaire and I'm sitting here with freaking pennies, but still, you get it. You get it. He had videos like zoo animals picking my makeup, a full face of makeup using art supplies, and celebrities.
Yeah.
I have still to this day, and he's the reason they probably don't collaborate as much as they had. Still to this day.
I think that's such a great point. James really was bagging all the celebrities. Kylie Jenner, Lady Gaga? Question mark? I know Nikki Tutorials did. But anyways, James was getting these celebrity collaborations, and then the celebrities had to like make a comment when James would get called out or exposed. And I think that maybe is a big reason. Mandy's making a great point here that celebrities really don't fuck with influencers anymore because they have to take the fall.
I have never seen as strong of collaboration with celebrities as this man. I mean, David Dobrik before the fall was up there with celebrities because he had like Kylie Jenner,
Zendaya.
He had, Justin Bieber.
Oh my god, who remembers the video of Zendaya and James where Zendaya eats James the fuck up with her makeup skills?
David did. But James was up there too. James also had Kylie Jenner. And I'm sure if James could get his hand on Justin Bieber, he would have. James had Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, why can I say my name? Iggy Azalea. And to preface how the world saw him, like, just to preface how pure or how much
his
we all
beef
loved
with Ariana, where he was like, it's the rudest person I've ever met because Ariana unfollowed him.
him. He had Jenna Marbles also on his channel. Along the way, James had his fair share of scandals. Very many in comparison to
Jenna. Anytime I see or hear Jenna Marbles, I get like war flashbacks to just a better time of my life. Jenna! Jenna! Jenna!
To like what was to come later. Like enough for us to be like, we were worried about that. We were worried about that tweet. At least he wasn't grooming children, allegedly. I don't need to get sued. His scandals will be in part 2. Overall, I want you to see that's how we saw James. Because for those of you who are, I don't want to say new to the internet, but those of you who are not 30 years old to like 25 years old maybe, I feel like you see him how he is now, but you didn't see him how he was then. Maybe you did because he was so big I even bought the James Charles palette for my sister. And so she knew who he was and she's 17 now. So maybe you did understand, but
Perfect
I'm
age.
just saying he was
For
up there with
James.
one of the greats. Which is so sad to say. Well, like second tier great. You had like the Jenna Marbles greats. That was like up there. But he was up here, tier 2, with being, he revolutionized the makeup business on YouTube. He truly did. The challenges, everything, that was kind of him. Whatever, I'm giving him too much grace. I'm up here so that you can watch him fall and crash and burn. Okay, I believe that Colleen and James, though their sub counts vary, Colleen's total subscribers are about 20 mil because she has multiple channels. And whereas James, 25 million, but he's only currently has 1 channel. Like I'm just talking about YouTube. Overall, they both are around 5 billion views total.
Yes, I love you watching on YouTube.
Let's talk about Colleen Ballinger. Colleen May Ballinger, currently 38, is a comedian, actress, singer, magician, singer. Best known for...
Hey Miranda, today I'm so excited for my video because I'm reacting to TikToks, not to be confused with TikToks.
Colleen began posting in 2008, starting with her Miranda Sings character. This character was loosely based on some of the girls that she met in her college years who used to post videos about themselves.
I forgot
on
how
the
different
internet.
Miranda
And
used to
Colleen
look.
did some type of music degree. I didn't really look it up. I just remember from being a past fan that was her degree. So in these videos, she used to mock them. Her gimmick was that she was someone who wanted to be famous so bad, but really had no talent.
Skin is born little respect when you get home. Hey, baby.
She was not a good singer, she was not a good magician, and she was not a good actress. Like, that was her gimmick, purely made to make fun of the people in her college. I think I missed that age group, to be honest. Did I watch Miranda Sings? No, I didn't. I was never...
My favorite thing about the Miranda Sings, like, upbringing story was that, like, Colleen always said that, like, the Miranda character was, like, made to, like, make fun of the people that she thought that they were talented, like, that she hated. And then when she started going mainstream, she, like, completely changed the story so that she didn't sound like a bully.
Never interested in Miranda Sings. I did not care about Miranda Sings. You could not catch me dead out of That's Not True. I did think about buying Miranda Sings concert, or Miranda Sings live show tickets, but that's only because
One thing I finna be in the pit for a Miranda Sings concert back in the day.
was very, and I'll talk about this, I think maybe a little bit more later, very, very, very big Colleen Ballinger fan. The Miranda Sings character always made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, so I didn't really watch it. It also wasn't my age group. It kind of started off as my age group and like the Broadway scene, the age group scene, but then it kind of drifted into this younger age group. People who are probably around 21, 22 now may have really enjoyed Miranda Sings, where I was a Colleen Ballinger fan. I really liked Colleen as the person. I didn't watch Miranda Sings. I watched Colleen. And once again, we will talk about her scandals in part 2. Right now, we are going to talk about the rise of Colleen. She was so big, famously, this character, Miranda, that she was able to be a one woman, and I'm going to give her props because, I mean, she did do it. She did the dang thing. Those who get it. That's funny. That was really funny. From 2008 until her scandal, the big one, in 2023, she was a one-woman pretty much show. A couple family members here and there, but she traveled all over the world. Not only all over the country, but she traveled all over the world. And I will give her props because I've never seen a...
And also, one thing I will give Colleen props for as well is throughout the entire time I knew her, she was touring, right? I met her for the first time in 2014 when she was touring. I met her again in 2016 when she was touring. And I met her again in 2018 when she was touring. I never didn't know Colleen when she was touring. If that makes sense. Like, when I started watching Colleen in, like, 2011, I guess, she was touring. And then when I met her, she was touring. Then we became friends, she was touring. And then right up until everything happened, she was touring. And one thing I will give her huge props for is, as someone who went on tour, I struggled profusely with it. And I've got to give props for how hard it actually is. Specifically, if you are doing a tour when you're not like a celebrity, you know what I mean? Like when you're a YouTuber. Because me and Colleen were doing similar venues. If anything, actually, on the tour that I just did, me and Colleen actually were doing the same venues. The Tempe Improvs and all, like, she was performing at these same venues a couple years ago that I was performing in a couple weeks ago. So I had that same experience, and it's really hard, and I guess she really had a love for it, whereas I didn't love it. So, I mean, I'll always give props for how hard that is.
YouTuber be able to do that. Emma Chamberlain could do like some type of world tour, but like if you got a Gabby Hanna out there, she couldn't do that. You have a Nikki DeMar.
Oh, I would be barrier for the Gabby Hanna tour.
Out there. I'm sorry,
Mind
you can't
you.
do that yet. I hope you can someday with your music, but you can't right now. I can't. I show up outside. I live in Japan. I show up outside. You think I'm gonna get freaking flocked? Do you think someone's gonna beg me to go on stage and perform stand up? No, it's not fun. I'm really funny. No. I guess it's best comparable to, I'm gonna say it like Curtis Connor. Curtis Connor is currently on a world tour. So if you wanna check him out, go check him out. I mean, he's one of the only ones who is actually out there doing it, but Miranda did it over 10 years. Like, it truly is unbelievable. And the people she was able to have on her, like, in the Broadway scene, like Lin-Manuel Miranda in her videos, like, it was insane. I don't know how, because I hate Miranda. She's not funny. She's wildly, I will talk about it later, but she is, spoiler alert, wildly inappropriate for her age range. It is very uncomfortable, and I don't find her jokes funny whatsoever. I don't. She was on television shows. She was on Jimmy Fallon. She was in Comedians with Cars with, I would say, a comedian legend, Jerry Seinfeld. I've never really seen his work except the B movie. She was on Nickelodeon, as are some other, YouTubers, but still.
Isn't Jerry Seinfeld as well, like a raging fucking Zionist? Boo.
How she was portrayed to children. And lastly, something that, except the Hype House, and that's still a little different because that's a documentary. Something that no one else has been able to do is she had her own Netflix series. 2 seasons. She had a Napoleon Dynamite style, that's what she was going for, Netflix series for 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. And I watched every single one. I did. Not only once did I watch it, but I watched it twice when they did the run through where she was watching it and then pausing and talking about it. I also watched that with her. When season 3 didn't come out, was I sad? Yes, I was. That was how I was in the community, because I supported her. So while this is all happening, Miranda's success, Colleen also has her own channel. At the time, it was called the Psycho Soprano channel. This one came out, I don't know, around 2009, I believe. And in it, she did on her Psycho Soprano channel, she did videos of the time. If it was challenges, she did challenges. If it was story time, she did story times. It was a chit chat question and answers, Colleen Corners, she did that as well. And after the success of that, she had her vlog channel. This was mine. This was my lane. This is the lane I was in. When I tell you she did daily vlogs from 2020 until 2023, June 2023, daily vlogs, I watched every single one. I know this woman. I knew this woman, or I thought I knew this woman. Or was I her?
People are commenting that Jerry Seinfeld's a predator. Allegedly, is he? Wait, I think I saw something where it was like type in like Jerry Seinfeld like 16-year-old or something like that. Wait, can someone confirm what that is again? What is it again? What did he do?
When all this stuff happened? No, because I wasn't emotionally tied to her. But if I was on my way to work and she posted a video, would I listen to her vlog? Yes. If I was at a cafe by myself, because I quite frequently love just a date by myself, yep. Would I watch one of her videos while I drink a coffee? Oh my gosh, yes. That sounds like a blast. Would I eat my breakfast and watch her videos? Would I do my hair and watch her videos? Would I do my makeup and watch her videos? Yes, I did. Would I occasionally, when she would go on adventures, look forward to the video coming out to see, oh, how was their day at the Animal Farm Airbnb? Oh, I hope it was good. I'd love to see what are the kids doing. What's up with the kids? Because she was my age. We are about 8 years apart, so in my mind.
Mandy, baby, you've lost me with the kid stuff.
She's my friend. I see her as like a friend, and I think that's why I really liked her vlog channels. Who's ready for some cancellations, baby? Part 2, so what happened? The fall of James Charles and Colleen Ballinger. I'm gonna do my best to cover the scandals. There are kind of like a lot of them for both people, but there are people that you can watch who have done deliberate, like deep dives into these people and brought up new information, and I really want to give them their props. 2 that I can think of off the top of my head for James Charles is Maria Eliana. She is a very small, she has like 5 times as many subscribers plus than I do. But in the grand scheme of things, she's got about 50K. Please check her out. She just did a crazy video of the scandals of James Charles. She dove in. It was very entertaining. I really enjoyed her. And she's a recent sub of mine that I just hit subscribe. Another one that a lot of people probably know is Nikki Carrion. She also did like an unhinged deep dive of James Charles. And I'm actually currently, funnily enough, watching the one she just posted about Shane Dawson. So she also does
I need to watch her one on Shane. I love Nikki.
A lot of really good deep dives. So if you want something on James Charles, go check those 2 girlies out.
Adam, you've now desensitized me to 2x speed. I can't watch anything on normal speed. Adam, are you keeping this up after? I think so, yeah. Are you still in the States? No, I'm out of there. I'm out of that bitch.
If you want something on Colleen Ballinger, you got Adam McIntyre and Swoop. They're pretty good.
Oh
Adam is as good because he's like the one it happened to. Swoop had a pretty good 4-part documentary.
Shout out Swoop.
When you think of James Charles and scandals, you most likely think of the legendary Dramageddon, number 2, which at the time was unlike anything you'd ever seen before. And I will hold back my excitement for that one. And from there, we start.
Words cannot describe how much I love Swoop. I love Swoop so much.
Thinking about like alleged grooming, etc.
And also, you know what's? Oh, drop my phone. You know, like what we don't talk about enough with Swoop? That face card! Like, so gorgeous.
But where it really started in his career was in 2017, the Ebola tweet. When James Charles was on a flight to Africa, as he took off in the air, he tweeted, "I hope I don't get Ebola in Africa." This raised a huge alarm in everybody's head. I don't like that. That was kind of racist. And when he landed, it was his first scandal. CoverGirl had to put out a statement.
Not the Ebola tweet. Not the Ebola tweet.
Do not agree with his comments. And I'm just saying, didn't see a deal after that from him. So I don't know if he got cut, but he said, I'm sorry. And we moved on from that. Then comes the It tweeting. So this man really has a Twitter problem. Like, get off of Twitter. And then he was in the movie theater watching It, and he pretty much was like, this movie looks like it sucks. It's not scary. Rah, rah, rah. I'm tweeting this during the movie. I'm gonna keep tweeting. The actor Finn Wolfhard, who...
The It drama... I did like a Rise and Fall of James, and I'm pretty sure I forgot to include this because it's so fucking niche. So, like, I love Mandy for bringing this up. The It drama, when James Charles was in the movie theater actively tweeting about how much he hated the movie, and then he did, like, makeup tutorial inspired by It, and then the people who were on It were like, why the fuck are you doing this if you hated the movie so much? It was so, and then James is like crying about it, like, so fucking good and so niche.
Who was in the movie, but best known as a character in Stranger Things. He wrote his own post, and he's like, why are you even tweeting in a movie theater?
So
like,
funny.
Who does that? Caused a big scandal. Big enough that a month later, when James Charles posted his little petty video of doing an It Pennywise makeup tutorial, I was shook. I was literally like, oh, he did that. I was like, oh my God, that's so inappropriate. Like, and this is what we thought of scandals at the time. That's what I'm telling you. Like, the world now, it's so crazy what is a scandal now. And at the time, it was like, how did he do that? Oh my God. It didn't really go over well, but it really didn't go over bad. And then it was kind of blown away from there. 2019 was the Met Gala scandal, which it was not even a scandal, but it was one of the first times that influencers were finally invited to the Met Gala. It was everywhere. The fact that James Charles was there, everyone was like, what the frick? The It makeup guy? Like, that's crazy. So it was like a little kind of like a...
Here's my thing. Normally, like, I really should be on the, like, oh my God, like, YouTubers should be, like, loved and, you know, like, brought into, like, the space and stuff like that. But I'm, like, I still am, like, so traditional where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to see an influencer at the Met Gala. But I want to show you one. If you had to guess, there's one YouTuber and influencer I will always make an exception for when it comes to, like, going to, like, red carpet events or whatever. I'm gonna read chat. If you think you know who I'm talking about, let me know. Oh my God, also, wait, we're literally almost at 3,000 followers on the podcast, Instagram. What the fuck? Oh my God, wait. Wait. If you haven't followed, please go follow. Wait, oh shit, wait, who, wait, is anyone gonna guess who I think it is? Okay, wait, it's pinned as well. Wait, we're so close to 3,000. It is not Brittany Broski. It is Emma Chamberlain. Emma, I will always make an excuse, like, excuse for. Oh my God, 10 away. Because, you know what? One of the greatest looks of all fucking time. Truly. This. And you may disagree with me. I love this, everything about it, at the Met Gala with Emma Chamberlain so fucking much. I think this is perfect. This is perfect to me. Emma always eats at the Met Gala. This, wow, so fucking good. I'm willing to get rid of my, like, influencer thing. Okay, here we go. Here's all. Okay, first one, love. Second one, the hair is chopped. The hair is fried. I normally love her blonde hair. Don't love it there. She's too washed out. But she looks gorgeous still. The third one, kind of chopped. I don't love the makeup. Fourth one, fucking sane. Hold on, let me look at chat. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? Do you agree or disagree? Oh my God, we got 3,000 on the account. Ah, wait. Thank you all for following. Oh my God, the first episode hasn't even came out. Thank you so much to everyone following. Thank you. Yeah, and then, okay, here's the thing. This was her most recent one. You know, I love the idea of it. I just, like, as much as I want to love her new, like, hair, I just really can't get behind it. And you know what? I love it because it's, like, definitely so her. I think it's edgy. I think it's fun. My mom loves it. I personally don't like the hair because I think it ages her, like, a lot. But I think it's so nice to see that she has, like, a great style and stuff, like she has her own style now. But I don't love the hair. I feel like it, like, ages her a lot. When it's in this style. But this outfit, I really like. I really love this outfit. And I mean, I love this photo, to be fair. I love it. You know. I mean, I like this photo, you know what I mean? The one on the other side. I don't know.
Not a scandal, but more of like a, but Coachella. Booty, 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 booty Coachella. A lot of these 2019 things are kind of happening at the same
Coachella.
time. Like Met Gala, we got the booty, booty, booty Coachella. When James Charles showed up at Coachella, just absolutely cheeked up. I don't want to see that. Put them away.
Me neither.
Put them away for your child audience. Put those puppies away. So that was kind of like a...
I think that's such a good point as well to, like, make about James. In all of this, like, hypersexualization that he does, he directly panders towards a young audience. Something we don't acknowledge enough.
The last of, like, that kind of before we hit the big one was his, I think it was like $500 tour, where people were going to be able to meet him.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
All for him just to be like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Or whatever he's saying. So in the midst of, like, that tour starting to happen, and it had gotten started, and everyone was like, what?
Dubai chocolate la booty at Coachella.
Why are his tickets so expensive? Buy Sisters Drop. And when I say Buy Sisters Drop, you had to be there. Because even though he had these kind of like hiccups, he was still up here. He was still at the height. I believe he was like at 15 million subscribers. I was still watching him. I was still interested. He still felt like someone I trusted. And then Tati comes in. Now,
gorgeous
she doesn't
Tati.
have the best rap now. And I know I'm building everyone up here because this is all the before. Like, I don't think people understand how much weight her
By the way, when I look down, I have chat on my phone, so I'm not like just on my
words
phone.
had. And even though she had, I think, 5 million subs at the time, everybody knew who she was. I wasn't subscribed to her, but I knew who she was. And I guess it would be like if Emma had come out and said something. Because or Sophia Nygaard, these are...
Speaking of Emma, people are saying that this would work really well if it was like brown or black. And you know what? I see it. I think I just don't love the color, and I will always be like a blonde defender till I die. Tati Westbrook, morally correct, morally wrong, I don't give a fuck. Face card, insane. Makeup, beat. Face, beat. Gorge.
These are all people that really don't have too many hiccups in their career. Tati comes out with Bye Sister. I'm sitting in a yogurt, like a Sweet Frog parking lot when this video came out. I have ice cream in my hand, and she starts accusing James Charles, who we view up here, grooming straight men into being gay. She starts accusing him being a very...
I think it's such a good point as well, like making how trusted and respected Tati Westbrook's opinion was, that if Tati Westbrook was saying this about you, oh, you're fucked. Because I remember I didn't know who Tati was, but all I read was like, she doesn't get involved in drama. She's not like that.
I don't want to say inappropriate, but not being who he is, who we see behind the scenes, that he'll go behind her back, that she can't trust him. And you went with my number one competitor, Halo Beauty. Halo Beauty, isn't it her? No, hers was Tati. The gummy vitamins. Who was the gummy vitamins? Halo Beauty. Went with her number one competitor, promoted her number one competitor, and they were best friends, all because he wanted a free pass to Coachella weekend 2, not Buttchella.
Bye Sister is such a fucking genius title as well. I don't know if Tati came up with it, or Shane or Jeffrey, but whoever did deserves a moment for that.
The next one, weekend 2, it blew up. It blew up so much that when the 5-year anniversary came of this whole drama, just I think last year, I rewatched the entire series again. It blew. It is a part now of internet history, because what was to happen next. The first video that James comes out with is a very kind of solemn video. A lot of breathing, a lot of clearly
A lot of breathing is crazy because, yeah, he was doing breath work in that video. He was doing breath work. Oh my god, I'm just scrolling through Mandy's YouTube. Oh my god, I can't wait to, like, start watching this content. Shout out to Mandy. Shout out to Mandy. The mods are spamming Mandy's YouTube in the comments. Go subscribe. I'm excited to support a new creator.
Turned on the camera and just began speaking.
Hello, everyone. James Charles here.
He did not deny anything. Not even
talking explicitly about sex and things that he would like to do. I mean, like, I was just like, no big deal. Like, sex.
I quoted this shit 25 fucking shows on stage. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do you know I hear this in my fucking sleep? There are some things that I can fucking recite perfectly, and it is everything that was in the Chronically Online tour because I did it that fucking much. Tati's Bye Sister, James, Shane's entire Instagram live. Because she is a fucking... Oh, I don't want to say about... I can do that as well. What else can I do? Gabby Hanna, Genius interview. I can do that one. What? Like, I'm so brain rot
Fucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just like, oh my god. Time and place.
My mom said, so can I.
did at my birthday dinner. Like, didn't deny anything. If anything, it sounded like she was right. it sounded like. Everything she was saying was correct.
Also, she was incredibly confident in the video as well.
He dug himself into that hole, jumped in it, and lost about 5 million subscribers. This video was the reason we no longer have like a live stream ticking of people's subscribers. We used to, if you hit refresh, you used to be able to watch people's subscribers grow. We don't have that anymore because people were having watch parties and unsubscribing and watching as when they hit unsubscribe, it was unsubscribing. And then it was silence. Jeffree Star came out. He was, you know, Jeffree would jump on any drama that he can. Jeffree would have probably jumped on the Colleen Ballinger drama if he could have. Like, he thrives off of that. And at the time,
Jeffree probably would have if he wasn't canceled or he didn't hate me as much as he does. That motherfucker has me blocked on social media as I didn't even think he could block me on. He has me blocked on Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat.
Shane Dawson were best friends.
Hard for you. Hi, touch me, Amber. Let's already work.
So when we saw James's best friend, Jeffree Star, even though we don't really like him, but we know that they like each other, if he's saying, this is why we can't hang out with you anymore, this is why you're not allowed at our house anymore, because you groom people and sexually assault them. Pretty much is what he was alluding to. And he's like, I've got tapes. This is what Jeffree Star was saying. I've got tapes. I've got this. And they're about to come out, and your career's about to be ruined. I'm paraphrasing, and then the video dropped. No more lies. Oh, when I tell you you had to be there, this is still James's after everything he has done. This is his #1 video still. Funny, because Colleen's #1.
You know what? I am willing to give my credit that No More Lies video is polished. Polished. And if it wasn't as polished as what it was, James would be ran off the internet. And maybe that's a good juxtapose. Colleen's big response was Toxic Gossip Train. James, No More Lies. There are two very different responses. Very different responses. Very different responses. Hi, Mela. Very different responses.
One video is also, he ate and left no crumbs. He ate and receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt on, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, I didn't do this, you're wrong, you did this, ba 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 ba. And he saved his career. Honestly.
And again, James was confident in the video.
Foreshadow. I think he saved his career for the rest of his life because of this one video.
I think that's a good point. James will forever be able to get out of scandals because people respected his response so much and being able to shut people down that people will always reference it and remember that. Which again is a juxtapose between him and Colleen.
He has ever made an apology video that came back. It wasn't even an apology. It was an expose video. To have came back and rebutted everything from that Bye Sister video to anything to ever come out about him ever again. I truly think this is the reason he cannot be canceled. All the lies that were starting to come out about him, that people were coming out left and right, that people were starting to come out and say all this false stuff about him, and he came back with a rebuttal. He said, Tati, we trusted you, and you just lied to the entire internet. Gone. And I truly think that is why he cannot be canceled now, is because of that one video, because that video stays in our head today. I don't like him, I don't watch him, but that is my opinion. That is my chronically online opinion. Saved his career. He was back at his peak.
I guess I've never thought of it like that. I think that's incredibly accurate. And James will always be able to rely on that again. And again, Colleen's equivalent is Toxic Gossip Train. So...
Again, I have to look at the list of people that he began collaborating with because you're not going to believe how many there are. After that video came out, he collaborated with Kylie Jenner, The Vlog Squad, who was still at their height, Abby Lee Miller, Cimarelli Kesha, Charlie D'Amelio when she was at 100 million subscribers, Addison Rae. He had an entire YouTube originals show that each episode had about 20 million views on.
Instant influencer, what a moment in time. What a moment in time. But also my favorite thing about instant influencer is that there's an entire episode where it's like, pretend you're in a scandal. Create a fake apology where you're crying to make people like you again. Like, he did not hide that shit.
On that show, he had drag queens and Paris Hilton. He posted videos of DMing celebrities.
I mean, God bless Paris Hilton. She will do anything for fucking clout.
Where he went on a video call with Selena Gomez, and she was in his video.
Selena, no! Selena, no! I'm pretty sure they said in that video as well that they were fucking neighbors.
Oh, Selena was in his video. He had Gigi Hadid, he had Kourtney Kardashian in that DMing video, and also on his channel, Emma Chamberlain came back again, Doja Cat, and Lil Nas X. That was the first time I had ever heard of him, was from James Charles' video. And I was watching him again. Even I was watching him again. Because I was curious. I was like, what the freak just happened, man? His career. Rise, fall, rise again. A mini scandal that was to happen in 2020, he had the mugshot TikTok trend, where he posted a video of him looking all beat up. And a lot of people were doing this. The trend itself got a lot of backlash, so it was a little just odd for him to.
The fucking trend was crazy. Let's do a makeup tutorial where it looks like you've been beat the fuck up or abused.
Have been a part of it as well, but a lot of people said that he was making fun of domestic violence. He was like, how am I making fun of domestic violence? This is just a mugshot. No one said that it was a domestic affair. Rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. It's not a trend I would have done. I'm just saying, why don't you just keep doing makeup looks, not abuse looks? This is where our water gets really, really, really murky. You know that pond water or that, let's say ocean water, that is so murky, you were like, you know, I'm really just not gonna go swimming in it anymore. This was where my, you know, I'm really not gonna watch James Charles anymore. I'm not. Because of what happened in 2021. In 2021, an 18-year-old boy came out and said when he was 16, James Charles was sexting him. He was sexting him and asking him to participate. I will preface all of this, what I'm about to say. I don't think there's any police records. I don't think anyone has pressed charges. From my understanding, James hasn't been arrested. I can only show so much proof, but what I will say is the water's murky. I don't want to get in it. In April, so a month after these two boys ended up coming out, James posted, and he really has to work on his first posts, posted a video called Holding Myself Accountable. Not a good look for you.
Deleted, by the way. Deleted. And I think that that's one thing. The video got so much backlash. And James also admitted in it that he, like, was doing this. He deleted it. Versus, Colleen doubles down. If Colleen had deleted Toxic Gossip Train, I promise you people would not reference it as much as what they do.
James already.
Two different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that they had inappropriate messages with me on social media. One of them being from last year and one of them being from more
His hair looked crazy as fuck here.
recent. In both of these cases, I had these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in a flirty conversation, and then
Oh my god, this was uploaded on April's Fool's Day.
found out that they were actually 16. Upon finding out, I was immediately embarrassed and blocked both people.
Most notably of all, he said that he was desperate.
I'm desperate.
And I have nothing to retort about that. He said he was really, really sorry, and the video got about 8 million views. Immediately, Morphe released their contract with him. I know they're in some type of thing now where apparently Morphe owes him about $2 million. I'm not sure what that's about. But immediately, Morphe releases him. He deletes the video. People begin cutting ties with James. It was suddenly like everyone was like, wait, wasn't this what Jeffree Star was saying? Wasn't this what he had been saying 2 years ago when the No More Lies came out?
Not Jeffree Star getting vindicated. How bad of a person do you have to be for Jeffree Star to get vindicated?
But
shocking.
That was supposed to be true. So what is happening right now? And in the time from his deleted this video, the Holding Myself Accountable, until his next video, An Open Conversation, 15 people came out. I don't know how somebody gets themselves into a situation in which 15 people come out and saying that he was requesting sexual content from them. I do want to say this. If you're underage and if somebody is pressuring you to sex them, that is child pornography. You can go to the police. What do you think Chris Hansen does? Okay, I do want to say that to anybody out there. Also, sexual extortion is a crime. So nobody can be like, I'm going to send this nude to your whole family if you don't do this. That's sexual extortion. That is also a crime. So I just want to put that out there for anyone in that type of situation because it makes me so mad that young people get into these situations because they're scared. There's no reason to be scared. Don't be scared of someone pressuring you. They need to be scared of you because you are going to the authorities. Okay? That's it. I'm just going to say that.
Right.
Anyway, back to James. James comes out with his next video, An Open and Honest Conversation, in which he says,
All know what happened in 2019. I'm definitely not going to get into that, but when that all happened, I was accused of something that I did not do, and I was able to prove it all wrong. There are a few different influencers on TikTok that said into my...
There we go. I think that that's a good, that shows. In his video where he's addressing all the people coming forward, he references the time when he was going through this again, but was forgiven by the public. Basically, making you remember that, well, he was vindicated once.
DMs, or I slid into their DMs and had a 5-minute conversation with them until asking their age or sexuality, and they completely stopped responding. There were guys that I matched with on Tinder last year, and they had their ages set to 18 or 19, so I talked to them and flirted with them for a while, because that's the whole
But
point.
remember when he said he uses, like, his Instagram Explore page or TikTok For You page or something like that as, like, a dating app?
An adult dating app until I realized that they were lying, so I blocked them, and nothing further happened. One of my own friends is on that list, simply because we filmed the TikTok together when he was 18, and the drama channel that was posting this just decided that...
Also, can I just, like, state as well that, like, there has to be something in the people that you're outsourcing that, like, you would have to, like, he should be IDing people, but, like, how young do the people he is going after look for this, number one, to continuously happen, but, like, that you would have to ask their ID? You know what I mean? What the fuck?
That I groomed him. There's a guy from my high school on that list because he made a video about me, and as annoying as it was, at least in his video, he fully said that it was completely consensual, that we were both grown adult, and that he was only posting it for clout. Countless videos posted that were completely fake. I'm not talking about somebody
Again, I, in detail, said about how Dennis, used this for clout and covered stories where people were using James for attention, which then took away from the real people that were speaking out, and James was able to use that as a reason to get out of this.
The message or somebody took something out of context. I'm talking about conversations that fully never happened, that were edited from beginning to end. The stories and accusations are going to follow me for the rest of my life and the rest of my career, and that sucks so much. It's not even funny, and it's so horrifying and embarrassing, but at the end of the day, it's my own fault, my own responsibility to, take accountability for what I did. I want to be held accountable for what I did do, and all I can hope is that whether it be, weeks, months, years down the line, I'm able to showcase my growth in the person that I really...
Everything is false. Everything is fake. These 15 people that came out, they were all false claims based off of wanting clout, and his lawyers will be doing something about it, which... I don't know if anything ever came out about that. I didn't look it up, and I don't know, but I would have heard it on a drama channel if it had. He revisits that he had been using TikTok and Instagram as a dating site, and he didn't think at the time that he was weaponizing his fame and power to coerce people into doing what he wanted. He can now see that as something that can happen, and he'll move forward, make the changes, ask for ID. Whatever. I've never had that problem. People believe him. People believe him. He's not up here again after No More Lies. He's more like right here. Murky water. Those who want to swim in it, swim in it. Those who don't, stay on the shore. He at this point is starting to get about like 3 million views per video. Good, but not where he was. There is definitely a taint in taint. Taint. His career is tainted. From what I understand, he really doesn't do any more collaborations with celebrities. They're A-list celebrities, maybe some TikTokers. They're cut off from him. During this time, he was also sued for wrongful termination of an employee. I really don't know what happened with that, but that is something of note. In 2023, July, 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years after this an open and honest conversation, murky water still, it has not cleared up, the water is still murky. He comes out, interview in Cosmopolitan where he wants to be uncanceled.
We recently made a video on this. I would recommend going and watching it. We read through the James Charles would like to be uncanceled, please article. It is so fucking ridiculous.
The whole view of this interview is we don't know why he's canceled. We just know that the water's murky. Like, that's the whole view. We don't know why people don't like him, but we know these people don't like him. That was not taken very well because we know why people don't like him. We know why you're canceled. And I know you want to be uncanceled, but buddy, sorry, it is what it is. Do the time, do the time. Lastly, his last one that really, I think, made people start to think again, like, why is this guy even still famous? Was this year in May 2025 with the Evan Johnson allegations. I guess you can't really call them allegations because he is in jail or prison. And Kayla Malik. So Kayla Malik was horrifically domestically abused. She was. It was so bad I couldn't watch her video. So the fact that Kayla Malik's story, when it came out, turned to James Charles, I absolutely hate that because she was choked to death, like almost to death. Like, she was horrifically abused, broken jaws, like horrifically abused. And the fact that this got turned into James Charles is absolutely disgusting. In saying that, Kayla Malik, this woman, and James Charles were friendly. I don't want to say they're friends. They were very friendly. They were work acquaintances. They had each other's messaging, text message, phone number, DMs, etc. James found her boyfriend, her abusive boyfriend, very attractive and would occasionally make little snide, little comments, little like, oh, he's so hot, whatever. Would Snapchat this boyfriend, Evan Johnson.
Which already is so weird. Like, I do think that there is something so weird, and I think that, like, gay men try to get away with it a lot, where, like, they will, like, fetishize, like, their girlfriends, like, boyfriends, and, like, overstep the boundary. And it's like, no, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not. You still need boundaries. It's weird as fuck.
While Evan and Kayla were in Hawaii, James and Kayla had a relationship, and James wanted Evan also. So they had some type of friendly, if not flirtatious, relationship. James messaged her for a collab. She's with her boyfriend and her for Valentine's Day. And Kayla said, oh, sorry, we're broken up. He was very abusive to me. James rebutted, well, can I have him now? Now, was it a poor joke? Yes. Was he joking? Apparently not. I've thought about this a lot because she does say he was abusive towards me. Okay, stay with me, and then I'll talk about me for a second. Sometimes people use words that they don't actually mean. So abusive as in, like, mentally, I didn't really like it. I didn't like what I had to do. Abusive, we broke up. But not meaning he broke my jaw and choked me on my bed, when that was clearly what she meant. So I can't really use that against James. However,
I think the pattern of being like, oh, I want him, and then immediately, even if you didn't say you were being abused, saying that you broke up, the first thing being like, can I have him now, is weird as fuck. Like, James Charles will always be desperate for sloppy seconds.
I will tell you this. If my friend, when I asked that, and then she said, because she was abusive towards me, my first question would be, what do you mean? Or are you okay? Or what are you talking about? And James didn't even allow that conversation to take place. Would I have retorted, great, can I have them now? No, that is wildly an inappropriate thing. So I definitely understand that. So it kind of puts you in what kind of person he is. Even as a joke, I truly sat down and I thought about it. Would I text my friend, oh, cool, can I have them now? No, in no world, even if they were my light acquaintance.
And again, James is making the thing that we were acquaintances. That's even weirder if he would say that to someone that he's not friends with.
Would I? So
always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yup, that is James.
I just wanted to say that, but like, continuing on with the story, James continued to invite Evan over to his house, and during that time, he said that he felt bad for Evan because Evan was saying that Kayla was very abusive towards him, and James felt like it was something he had gone through in the past with like No More Lies, or maybe old relationships he had gone through where people were just trying to use him, which Evan is a nobody, and Kayla is very famous. Gotcha. He's famous, so who's using who? James wanted to sleep with him. That's it. And we don't know what happened. James says nothing happened. Other people say stuff happened. People used Kayla's story as a jumping off point, all for stuff to come out that when Evan was eventually put away behind bars, James to say, well, I saw it while it was happening. Like, when he was over at my house, I noticed he was abusive, and I kicked him out of that house right away. That didn't really go over well. And he's back in that murky water again. That's up to date, because that happened
again, it's just this continuous cycle. Ugh, so annoying.
May, we're now in July. So that's kind of like a rough wrap-up of James Charles' scandals. Let's talk about Colleen now. Colleen's scandals list is a lot shorter because a lot of this stuff really didn't start coming out until 2023. Funnily enough, her first scandal from like my point of view as a watcher, her first scandal from like 2008 until about 2016 was about her ex-husband, Joshua David Evans. Before this, even though she was kind of doing stuff that will come out in 2023/2020, nothing was shown to us yet. Everything was kind of pushed under the rug. She was still up here. And in 2016, her divorce with Joshua David Evans, I watched their video in a grocery outlet parking lot eating double stuffed Oreos, crying in college. I was in college. I was a college senior, crying over this video that they got a divorce. Was that she had been cheating on him, allegedly, with somebody. We didn't know who yet. I believe in Joshua's video, he kind of hinted that he didn't want this divorce.
I'm not choosing this divorce. I don't want this divorce.
Oh my god, seeing this video is giving me like, ooh, God, this was such a fucking crazy era.
I want her. I can't make her decisions for her. I can only decide stuff on my own, and my decision is to not end anything.
Sorry, someone wrote, and I know that you got your message deleted, could you talk about the shitting skit you did at your live show by Hila? Would you consider that snark behavior? What's so funny is the H3 people are so brain dead that they are insinuating that that's me against Hila instead of Hila being in the IDF and what the IDF do, so I think that you're just dumb as fuck, actually.
And it was just something that needed to happen, which I think was the best, honestly, for the both of them, that they did get a divorce. Rumors spread like wildfire that she was cheating on him, but then someone scorched the fire out. Later, or like a year and a half later, it came out that her and Eric Stockland were dating. He was kind of seen in the behind scenes of some of her videos, like when they went to Hawaii, or when they did this, or when they did that. He was also kind of...
Let me tell you one thing. This era, whenever the public didn't know that she was dating Eric, but us, the weenies, knew, and she was telling, we were the only ones that knew except for, like, her family and friends. My God. We felt like the biggest fucking insiders of all time. When I would go on Twitter and everyone's, like, speculating about, like, why Colleen and Josh broke up, and then we're in weenies getting pictures of, like, her and Eric lying by the pool and her talking about, like, getting with Eric and stuff like that. We're like, damn, we really got the exclusive. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. I wonder how much longer we knew before everyone. I think, was it the end of 2016 or the start of 2017? I can't remember.
There, and everyone was like, why is he there, and why is she in his room, and why is she taking a shower in his room?
And my room came ready first. Eric came up, took a shower, and washed off his beachy sandiness. And then I went in to take a shower, and his suit was dangling behind me.
Oh my god, this was crazy. Oh my god, this was crazy. Oh my god, wait, I'm having, like, flashbacks. She was pissed as fuck. So she was in Hawaii with, I think, her family, and Eric came as well, and it was, like, a little romantic vacation of, like, basically, like, her and Eric being able to, like, spend time with their family, but they were basically telling people publicly that, like, Eric just came as a friend. Obviously, everyone didn't believe it. But there were these, like, people, like, analyzing every bit of her vlogs, trying to figure out if they could see them holding hands or whatever, and, like, the sisters were vlogging, and they would, like, look in the background or whatever. Looking back, it's so clear they were dating. I don't know why people didn't clock it. I think people were just like, she would never cheat. But I remember that, I can't remember how it came about, but this is what she's addressing here. Like, Eric's, like, boxers or, like, swim trunks or something were, like, hanging behind her in her bathroom, and the internet went crazy. Half the internet was celebrating that, like, it was kind of evidence that she was dating Eric, and the other half were like, oh my god, this is only, like, a month or two after you're like, you're not even divorced yet, and you've only announced your divorce, like, you're cheating, or you're already in a relationship or whatever. And she, like, immediately made this, she freaked the fuck out on us. I remember she was going psycho on text to me during this time. Like, she was furious, because she just didn't want this narrative to, you know. And she ended up asking us, like, how she could address it and stuff like that. And ultimately, this was her reasoning. And I can't remember what it was, but she was like, I don't know, they were just hiding. She was stressed as fuck. And looking back, it was so unserious. It was so unserious.
Oh, Eric and I did not shower together yesterday. I wish we did. Just kidding. I'm a bit nice. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
The kind of pieces were getting put together that they were dating.
I can't believe she was saying that in the videos. Like, I wish we did. Did people really not believe they were together? I think people thought she was, I think people thought she was, like, making fun of the public for a while. But no, babe, she was being serious.
And when it was announced they were dating, those cheating rumors kind of came back up because people were like, wait, but you were filming the Miranda Sings show with your co-star, Eric Stockland, who was the love interest in that show. At the same time, you were married and then got divorced with Josh. It's kind of odd, red flag. Also, this timeline didn't help. We really didn't get any confirmation on anything else. They eventually got married.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. When she, like, announced they were dating and then, like, like, a couple, like, weeks or months later was like, we're pregnant. Oh my god. The per Colleen and per Eric, by the time that they were, like, ready to announce that they were public, they were already pregnant. Oh my god. Because I remember in 2018 when I hung out with her and Eric, that was when she was already pregnant. She was already pregnant then, but she wasn't telling anyone. And I think the day I hung out with her and Eric in Dublin was the day that they announced that they were together in a relationship, but they were already pregnant. Yes, this is a live stream. I'm locking in. This is a live stream. Do you like my Olivia Rodrigo top, by the way? I got it at Urban Outfitters. Got it at Urban Outfitters. Maddie, I don't need to read that.
3 beautiful, funny, cute little children until 2023 when Swoop did her documentary. Why do I say documentary? Documentary on Dr.
Swoop.
David Evans. And he heavily hinted that she had in fact cheated on him with Eric.
The red flags were popping off in my head. Like, why would you have everyone leave when you knew I was showing up? Unless you didn't want me to be around it. But the final words I said to her to her face, the last thing I ever said to her face, as I was leaving, I turned to her and I said, when you're effing Eric in our bed, I want you to think of me. And I said it right to her face, eyes locked. And her response was, it's not like that. He has a girlfriend. What was exposed very soon after was that they had started.
Oof, I forgot about all this. Adam, have you seen The Mystery of Colleen's Cat? We talked about it earlier. I feel like this Swoop thing was so chaotic that I feel like I forget most of it. Oh, I forgot that Josh said that.
A relationship.
Heavy hint. So now I kind of just wrapped that whole little cheating scandal up. Let's take it back to 2020.
Thank you, Dustin,
2020 was
for
really the
donating.
first time I saw a hiccup in her career. This video seemed to come out of nowhere almost. A tweet had came out that Miranda Sings was coming out as, and then ... the next day, Meghan Trainor fan, which, poor taste, but it was very Miranda to do something like that. That was her Twitter language, how she spoke. This is what I mean by inappropriate. This hit her hard.
Stop! You cannot say that that's not funny. I will not accept slander for that tweet. That was funny. I was a little 16-year-old and that was funny AF. And you know what? It was in my show. I read that every night on the Chronically Online, sir. And you know what? The bitches were laughing. That is so funny. But also, I love that Mandy brought up similar tweets that Colleen made on her own accord. Also, Colleen approved the tweets, please. But they were funny as fuck that I'm so glad she approved them. Funny as fuck.
And then this boy posted a video, Adam McIntyre. Adam posted this video that really wasn't
2020? Fuck. I'm becoming a hack.
meant for the rest of the internet.
Thank you, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, I like you. Oh my god, Mandy is the only person who has ever acknowledged that. First of all, when I posted my video in people love to be like, you still talk about it, you did that for clout, you did whatever. Bitch, if you watch my video in 2020, I got so ripped apart for missing information or timeline jumps or things not making sense. You know why? Because the video at the start, I literally specify that it is for the Colleen fandom, who already knew the missing pieces. My only audience on YouTube at the time were my friends from the Colleen fandom, because I was one of the top people in the fandom, so they all watched my videos. But anyways, I made the video to tell people I no longer fuck with her, so don't come into my comments and talk about her anymore, which is why there were gaps in the story. And I didn't do it for money, didn't do it for attention, didn't do it for whatever. If anything, I never even responded to any of the media places that asked me for a comment, because I didn't want this to go in any way outside of the Colleen circle. And I was so embarrassed at 17 years old whenever it did go outside of it, because then the mainstream media are picking it apart and they've no idea what they're talking about, because my video wasn't supposed to be for the fucking mainstream. It was supposed to be for the Colleen. Oh, I get still pissed about that. But anyways, just to clarify, that was what the video was made for in the first place. And you know what, mama? She made her video, she dragged me for shit, I was ran off the internet, and then years later, people love to say, Adam brought it up for money, clout, attention. Bitch, I was already making fucking commentary and drama videos. I was doing okay. Cody Kryler brought it up because they wanted attention and they wanted money. Cody literally acknowledged that they brought it up again because they wanted to buy a new fucking computer. And the reason that I responded and made my follow-up videos was because Cody confirmed that Colleen was, talking to Cody and trying to manipulate the narrative and get me attacked and ran off the internet years and years prior. So then when I make a follow-up video, I include all of the information that the mainstream needed to know if they weren't a part of the fandom. That's why it went mainstream, because now everything made fucking sense. So please, y'all better fucking remember that I never once started this. So don't you dare ever say that I'm clinging on to it, whatever like that. Bitch, I didn't have a fucking say in this. These are children, as Cody Tyler would say. Bro, you're traumatizing me with all these names. Don't bring up Johnny. Johnny Silvestri. God. These are children. Oh, Cody. Cody, we miss you. We love you. Johnny, we miss you and we love you. No, we don't. Both of you are chopped. Both of you are crazy. And keep in mind, Johnny came into the fucking picture in 2023 and basically stole my story and made it more drama-filled, and then he took over, and you know what? I took a step back. Baby, I didn't do this for any of that. I didn't go on the fucking interviews. I didn't do the H3 podcast because I was not doing this for clout, money, or attention. So don't you fucking dare. Because you know what? If I wanted to make a shit ton of money or shit ton of clout, I would have been doing exactly what Johnny did. There is a reason that Johnny got ran off the internet, and I fucking didn't. Remember that. Remember that. I need to powder my face. I'm gonna bring my powder into you, though. I'm getting oily. Oily. Wow, I really just, popped off for no fucking reason. Sometimes I just get, yeah, and H3 was the one platforming Johnny and stuff because they didn't care about the story. They just wanted to rapid fire. They were like, we need to do this interview Monday or something like that. Because they only cared about fucking doing it for money and attention. Which is so funny, by the way, that Ethan has the audacity now to be like, Adam needs to leave Colleen alone. She's a mommy. Huh? Fuck you. Are you still in Fleaville? Oh my god, that's crazy. No, I'm not in Fleaville anymore. I am not in Fleaville anymore. Oh my god, yous are popping off on the fucking Instagram, by the way. Oh my god, wait. It's pinned right now. Holy fuck. Wait, while I'm powdering, if you haven't followed, I'm launching a podcast with my friend Neve. The first episode comes out next week. And it's going to be all things about X1, all things touring. It's called the Adam and Neve podcast. The branding eats. It's pinned. It's pinned in the chat. And I'll, hold on. Let me. Okay, wait, I'm commenting it. There you go. Please go follow it. Please go follow it. First episode next week. We're launching it as a full-on thing. I honestly want to do a launch party as well in Brighton, and then live stream it so everyone can join. I'm excited to finally have a podcast. Another thing the world doesn't need. Another fucking podcast. You know what, bitch? I agree. Oh my god. Okay. I'm ready to resume. I'm ready to resume. Thank you to everyone following. I really appreciate it. Where is it? Here it is.
It was kind of meant for Coolini's Weenies, which we'll talk about.
Thank you, Mandy! Love you. Love you. Again, Mandy is the only fucking person who has ever fucking acknowledged this.
I think in the upcoming paragraphs. And that was that for the past 3 years, ever since he was about 14, he's 17 at the time, he had been providing free content for Miranda Sings. Ideas, thumbnails, just kind of things for her to do.
Sorry.
And they were very successful. And she was making millions of dollars off of these ideas, and he wasn't getting anything. And he didn't want.
I think about that often. I think about how much money I made her. Now that I do YouTube and I understand, this amount of views means this amount of money, or this amount of, ads, I'm like, damn. I was editing videos, thumbnails, giving fucking topics, editing tweets, giving ideas. She was going viral every week because of me. It's a real humbling moment to realize, Wow. And not one payment. If anything, my only payment was being promised to be brought to VidCon with my brother. And then she didn't even do that in the end.
Really anything, because the internet person he loved the most in the world was showing him attention, telling him he was doing a good idea, telling him he was doing a good job, and from there, that's where he was getting some of the satisfaction. However, he was the Meghan Trainor post. She finally said, okay, I'll let you be my free intern. Let's make this kind of, real. And if you do a good job, I'll start paying you. And Adam's like, well, we've got 3 years of good, repertoire. This should be easy.
This is such a good point. I guess because I'm older now, I'm like, whatever. But the fact that I worked for her for like 3-4 fucking years, and then she was like, she was like, I'm ready for you to be my free intern. Fuck you! Fuck you! God.
And I should now get to work for her. The Meghan Trainor tweet comes out. It's not even 24 hours later. And he gets kicked out, or he kicks himself out, I guess, of her Twitter because she's freaking out that the whole world is hating.
She was freaking the fuck out, so I logged out.
Her because of this tweet. She's starting to blame.
Or did she kick me out? No, she changed the password. But had I already logged out at that stage? I can't remember. It was a very stressful 24 hours.
Stuff on him, that it was his fault this is kind of happening. And he's telling it, like, the fans now in this video, just saying, she said I could post it. Just saying, I thought it was.
And I showed everything, even in that first video.
Funny. And I still, this is his words, kind of think it was funny. It's his community, so.
I still think it is funny. Let's do a poll. Wait, I'm literally going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. Is the tweet funny or not? Start a poll. Is it funny? Start a Q&A. We do not need to be doing that. Poll. Is Miranda Meghan Trainor tweet funny? Okay, I spelled trainer wrong, but whatever. Okay. Pokemon Go to the polls. Is the Meghan Trainor tweet funny? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We have an outrageous turnout. We have an outrageous turnout. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's funny because you tweeted it. True. I always thought it was funny. The only poll in my life that matters. Please also vote. Meghan Trainor. Alright, thank you all for your input. I appreciate it.
So he can say what he wants. He also said a couple other stuff in this video, one of which was that when he was 14, she sent him her lingerie.
Wait, this goes.
My favorite thing about this is even in my video, I didn't make a big deal about this. Like, I literally didn't make a big deal about it at all because everyone in the fandom knew about it. But this is what the mainstream picked up on. And then they tore it apart because they were like, you asked for it. And I'm like, this wasn't even a part of my, like, this wasn't even what I focused on.
Believe it or not, I was watching that live stream.
Look at his in lingerie.
This is typical wear for Corey.
Corey?
Corey's such a weirdo.
Even though I'm single and I wear such seductive clothing.
Was a really ugly pair of underwear.
Did I think it was weird when she pulled out?
Damn, I'm not saying I look better now, but, like, I was chopped AF when I was 17. My face is bloated as hell. I guess I was crying a lot, but, like, I look ugly AF there.
Seductive clothing.
Right? And said, oh, let's send it to a fan. And then they said, oh, this little boy, like this guy wants it as a joke. Let's send it to him. It'll be funny. And then she said, you know what? It will be funny. Did I think they sent it? Did my 21-year-old brain think that a 30-year-old woman would send a 14-year-old boy lingerie? No, I didn't think they actually sent it. Sure, she sent other stuff too, like tissue paper to people or just little something. And would I have wanted something? Yeah, I probably at the time would have wanted some tissue paper. I thought that would have been funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. But you know what's not funny? Lingerie is not funny. So maybe if the guy was 23, then it's kind of like OFy, and it's kind of like sexual, you know? And that's the problem, is that the content she was sending to a 14-year-old boy had sexual connotations in it. The connotation was, it was lingerie that you are supposed to wear when you are having sex, and you are sending it to a 14-year-old child. If a man was doing that to a woman, I'm just gonna say it, he would never, ever, ever, ever have a career ever again. And when this came out, it blew up. It blew up so much that Colleen had to make a video about it. And in this video, stuff started coming out about some.
And again, I hope you all acknowledge, like, how the video wasn't supposed to blow up because of who it was made for.
past videos were kind of offensive. They're stereotyping Latinas, they were making fun of overweight people, and they were offensive. And so in this video, she apologizes, and then she's like, hey, I'm sorry, like, I was young at the time, I've been doing this for a long time, bound to make some poor taste jokes, I'm sorry. As for the underwear, honestly, bad taste and judgment, I shouldn't have done it. When you think about it, you're like, yeah, you really had the underwear, put it in a package, wrote his address on it, took it to the post office, sent it out. You had so many times to have stopped this terrible idea. As a 30-year-old woman, not even as like a 17-year-old woman, as like a 30-year-old woman. Whatever, it was just poor. It was just poor judgment. It went over so well. Adam was ostracized from the community, and he kind of just disappeared. And honestly, from that point on, until 2023, and really, I think he's now made a name for himself. He really got followed as the Colleen Ballinger guy. We're moving, her next scandal's in 2023, so I'm gonna kind of wrap into 2023. Adam really until 2023 was known as the Colleen Ballinger guy. When I watched Adam, because I began watching him in January 2023, when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's reacting to a Shane Dawson video. Oh, the Colleen Ballinger guy is reacting to a Shane Dawson video. Oh, like that's how I saw him, because that's what he was so well known for. Now,
it was so hard to shake that fucking reputation because that video in 2020 was so ripped apart because she did such a quote unquote good reaction to it, which wasn't. We know that now. So yeah, people love to say, like, I used the Colleen stuff. If anything, sorry to big myself up here, I had to work fucking harder to make people actually fucking respect what I was saying because no one fucking respected me because they would put me to, oh, you're the Colleen Ballinger one who lied. Please know that it was truly not a blessing to have that associated. I had to work harder for people to respect me.
I feel like he has made a name for himself. And has branched away from Colleen Ballinger. As I've previously stated in this bar of my relationship with Colleen, from 2020, from when that rebuttal came out until 2023, I watched her videos every single day. I had the snark pages words in the back of my head, and occasionally Adam would say something on a live stream like, I do have more information about Colleen, I really don't care to talk about her. However, I feel like right now is not the time to talk about it. Maybe someday I will. But right now, Colleen, just know I still have Colleen knows all the info I have about her. And I was always interested.
That's so true. Again, for people that love to say that I did this for money or I did this for attention or whatever, here we have Mandy literally being like, no, Adam was making other content. Adam was building a name for himself that was separate to this. And when asked about it on a stream would say, yeah, I have more information, but I don't care to show it right now. And again, it was Cody bringing this up. I wonder if Mandy knows that lore. I'll be really impressed if she does. But again, I think it's really important to note that, like, yeah, I was busy branching off from that, which benefited me in no way, genuinely no way, and it was only when Cody did it. I wonder if I would have ever done, I mean, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I really was. I was like, what's he gonna say? What's he got? It was like not even a week later when he said this that I got that information, and the world got that information that he was talking about.
If you ever do a series, we'll support you. I don't think I'll ever make a video unless she provokes me. Like, if Colleen was ever, and hi Colleen, if she was ever to provoke me, then.
I look chopped here! I look ugly as fuck here! My hair is bleach damaged, my lip filler is way too big. Why does my shirt have a big hole in it? It's supposed to be a heart. I'm way too big to be in the shirt, so it's spread out to be a bit. I look chopped. I'm chopped. Oh my God. I remember when I would react to the oversharing podcast because I was genuinely warning Trisha. I was like, Trisha, she's lying to you. Trisha, she makes fun of you to me. Trisha, she bullies you to me. Trisha would not listen to me.
Is when, you know, the floodgates would open. Then the floodgates would open. But until then,
I
I was
look
going to
ugly
talk about shit like that. However, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I get pushed to my limit, then I get pushed to my limit. And let me tell you, you will all love it. Like, if she sent me a cease and desist, okay, great, then I show everything. Or I talk about everything.
Damn.
What, she threatens to sue me, and then I'll just, tell everything? Like, why do you think I've never got...
Damn, I was a baddie as fuck, wasn't I? Damn, I was a baddie as fuck. It was Coachella 2016. Damn, I was hardcore. I was hardcore as fuck.
Gotten sued by her. Why do you think I've never gotten a cease and desist by her? And she knows if she would do that, like, I would be like, okay, hi milkers, welcome back to today's video. Let's read the cease and desist, and also, new video coming tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean?
When Cody Rants posted a video.
Oh my God, Mandy! This was our Coachella. Mandy, I am so impressed by you. Literally know everything. Mandy, this is really, really, really impressive. I've never seen someone get everything so fucking accurate. I'm so impressed. Wow. Everyone, please go subscribe to Mandy. This is Mandy's YouTube. Mandy, the mods are commenting it right now. Mods comment. I see Lulu Bud is like spamming it. Go subscribe. Twitch misses you. I have great news if you like my live streams. When I move into my apartment next week, I'm going to be doing live streams like every day again. Once I get my PC set up, I am building a studio in my second bedroom, and I am renewing my Twitch deal. And I'm going to be live on Twitch like every day again, and it's going to be like 2013 or 2023. I'm really excited. I was talking to my Twitch manager actually like 2 days ago about this. Yeah. So I'm excited.
The 2020 scandal and how Colleen had used her fans to target and tarnish Adam McIntyre's not only channel but life, and really tried.
Mandy, I'm so impressed that you know this.
To chase him off of the internet. It solidified everything that Adam had thought was happening, and suddenly a whole world.
Also, to confirm that I find this out with everyone else as well. Cody maybe called me the day before, and by the way, craziest person you've ever fucking met in your entire life. But
was open. Suddenly, Cody was talking about things we had never heard of, but no one watched her video until Adam saw it.
And that Colleen Ballinger was literally trying to just like ruin me. Like this 30-something-year-old woman was trying to ruin me.
I was so upset.
And I was like 17, 16 years old.
I'll admit, first of all, I looked chopped because I was really upset. Am I crying here? Oof, God. This was I find out with the public everything that Cody said about Colleen scheming and trying to take me down and stuff. Like, and it was like a vindicating moment. I'm pretty sure I had like a full-on breakdown in this video, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I was so upset, but I was also like so relieved that it like vindicated me after so long. This is a live stream I would never. I don't think I could ever watch the things back from this time period because I would find it like too cringe to watch. But like, oof.
We'll watch the video and we'll talk.
We have the Adam McIntyre situation. This happened.
Then Adam made a reaction to the video, and it blew up. It blew up in the community of people who found it interesting, but it did take I feel like a month or two until it was truly hit the internet. But in this video is when we find out that Colleen had a group chat with underage, with minors in it, called Colleen's Weenies, like a wiener, like a penis. She was above the age of 30 years old, with minors, sorry, I'm just gonna keep repeating that. And it was a fan group. They would all talk amongst themselves, but Colleen would occasionally interject, and she would occasionally come into the group chat.
Was I drinking wine in that video? Oh, I was going through it. What the fuck? Was I really drinking wine in that video? That, honestly, like, I mean, it does sound like me. Really? That's crazy. Was Cody's video the first time Colleen's Weenies came up? Yes, it was. Oh my god. Cody posted screenshots from Weenies of Colleen being like weirdly like sexual towards like us, and then I addressed it in my video. Yes, that's true, because I was never planning on throwing her under the bus for that. You were drinking a bottle of rosé. How could you forget? Clearly, I was probably fucking drunk. You were always drinking wine and stuff for a few months in the streams. Goodness me. Well, now we're drinking water.
For instance, one time, Adam did a video about a question and answer video, and he said, "What are some questions that you guys in this little community would like me to answer?" And Colleen throws out, "Are you a virgin?" And "What is your favorite sex position?" Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm 30. My sister is 17, which means she has 17-year-old friends that I know. I have 17-year-olds that I know. But would I ever look them in the eyes and jokingly make a sexual comment at all towards them, around them, about them? No, because that is wildly inappropriate. That is a line that maybe I have drawn myself in the sand, but I would not talk about myself in a sexual way. I would not talk about my husband in a sexual way. I would not talk about them and ask them if they were still virgins, because it doesn't even cross my mind. So I'm just gonna say there's some, it's not funny. It's not funny as I'm laughing, but it's just baffling. It's not funny. Amongst those other things, it started coming out that she was just kind of inappropriate in general. She would talk about her sex life with Eric, how it was so much better, how big his pee-pee was, how much she hated Joshua.
Like, I can't believe I lived through this. It's just so shocking to hear. Also, it's really crazy because it's like, when I was at VidCon a couple weeks ago, like, I ran into Josh and we, like, talked for, like, an hour. And it's, like, so weird still to talk to Josh because I'm like, I know so much information about you.
David Evans, how they needed to attack him and make his life miserable. Now, I'm not saying Joshua was ever the perfect guy and that they should have stayed together, and I'm pointing all fingers at Colleen. No, absolutely not. I wasn't in their marriage. I have absolutely no idea. What I am saying is, if this stuff is true that you're saying, you do not need to say it to minors. You do not need to say it to children. Say it to your 30-year-old friends or therapist. You don't need to trauma dump on 14-year-olds. She would take pictures with her fans, and she'd be like, bring a tampon, guys, and they would all stick tampons like,
oh my God. The tampon thing, I forgot about the tampon thing. See, this is now whenever, like, other members of the Weenies started to, like, get confident and leak things. And there's a Google Drive with all of the screenshots of the Weenies we all have access to, which I think is just so, like, cunty. Like, they gave it to me. It's like they've been collecting for years. And that was the tampon thing where she would, like, what was it again? Like, she asked us to, like, all put a tampon in our mouth and, like, text her. What was it? She, like, sent a video of, this is so long ago, with her with like a tampon like in her mouth, and then like asked us to all send one, and then we made like a collage image of us all doing it. But what's really funny is I didn't want to go out and buy a tampon, so I like got a Q-tip and like wrapped it in toilet roll, and that image is still so weird.
Like in their mouth or in their nose or something. This video really outlined how Colleen, when she faces her fans, they feel like they're best friends, but behind their back, she's making fun of them. She's saying how fat they are. She can't believe they got that tattoo. Like, isn't that embarrassing? They worship me so much they got a tattoo of my name. Embarrassing.
Per Alice.
And all of this stuff was coming out about Colleen. And we were like, Colleen? I'm watching her vlogs. I'm like, Colleen? Adam just shrugged. Adam was like, you know what? This was the stuff I was talking about, and now we're going to talk about it. He came out with a handful more videos
Sorry. There is no need. Hold on.
You know what? This was the stuff I was talking about, and now we're going to talk about it. He came out...
No need for me to be like serving face in the thumbnail. Really? I was like, I do remember when I made these videos, all I thought in my head was my Google image searches, when you type in my name, when my college professor would type in my name, would be fucking fugly ass images of me at like 17 years old, face bloated from crying, red as fuck, ugly as hell, and they would be the ones in my Google image. And I remember being like, if I'm gonna fucking do this, you're not gonna catch me fucking lacking. You're not gonna catch me fucking crying. You're gonna catch me serving face. You're gonna catch me with my earrings in. You're gonna catch me in bright colors. You're gonna catch me skin refreshed. Because I was like, fuck you guys are not gonna fucking tank my Google images like you did years ago.
Out with a handful more videos.
Like, look. Earrings, hair done, eyes glowing, white tank top. I said, y'all will not do this to me again. Literally, I'm like...
videos talking about it. Colleen was silent. This stuff was coming out, and she said...
like, look!
You know what? This was the...
Oh, it was serious for me. That's 3 in a row.
Stuff I was talking about, and now we're going to talk about it. He came out with a handful more videos talking about it. Colleen was silent.
Oh, wait, that one.
This stuff was coming out, and...
Like... Oh, it was serious. Oh, it was serious for me. It was serious. It was serious for me. And the top I'm wearing here, it's like a see-through black lace top. I was like, y'all are not going to tank my Google images again. If I have to talk about this, fuck you guys. This thumbnail is so fucking funny. So funny.
And she said, ooh. While this was happening, other people started coming out with their stories about Colleen, about how she would sexualize them on stage, how she would take their legs, spread them for a fart noise or a queef noise as the butt of the joke. But I'm gonna tell you this, I would never ever grab even an adult's legs and spread them to the joke. If I was a comedian, I feel like all my jokes would be about me and not the detriment of others. It started to come out that like allegedly her brother was messaging underage fans.
Oh my God, everyone forgets about Creepy Tran.
Particular and not trying to meet up, but kind of trying to meet up and allegedly kind of grooming them, my bad. Once again, her old videos were starting to get looked at a lot heavier this time. And not just the ones that were making fun of Latinas or making fun of obese people, but finally, people were seeing what I had seen this entire time. Why are we making fun of incest? One of Miranda Singh's biggest gimmick is that her uncle is wildly inappropriate with her.
Oh my God, Amy, hello, Amy Barber. Congrats, I saw you graduated, right? A couple days ago? Or maybe a couple weeks ago. Congrats. Everyone's saying bring back the hoops. Trent for jail. Trent for jail. Trent for jail.
And has her do these things that are sexual in nature, but Miranda doesn't understand they're sexual and thinks that they're fun. And that's the joke.
When I'm sleeping, Santa Claus comes to my room in the middle of the night. Wrapped these up in Christmas presents, comes to my room, and he hugs me. Yeah, I have pink eye. I really am happy about it. It really hurts, and I'm pretty sure I got my uncle. This will attract them in. It's kind of like the bird species where you want to have bright colors to attract them. So I'm trying to attract them in for school. I love being on school. It's really fun. So every time I do my makeup like this, my uncle says I'm blue. I love having movie nights. I have fun with my uncle and mom pretty much every night. It's been fun, and either we make movies or watch movies. We should use it tonight. I know I sure am. I'm probably gonna use it with my uncle. I have to be really quiet because my uncle is sleeping.
Congrats to everyone graduating.
And also, my favorite toy is Tickle Me Elmo because it reminds me of my uncle. We always play those games together. My first kiss was really, really wonderful. It was with my uncle and I just want to eat some apple strudels. And my uncle keeps making me eat meals. He said that's all they have. It's most nutritious.
Very heavily suggested stuff. She's talking about porn. She's talking about queefing. She's talking about all this stuff. And her audience is 5 to like 17.
Porn. It's all about the porn here. Actually, I have 2 volunteers. Isn't it?
Let me repeat that. She's repeating the word porn to her 5 to 17-year-old audience. I never understood this. The butt of the joke is that she thinks things that aren't socially weird.
I also can't believe she did this for so many years because she never changed the show. And I think like whenever I was on stage doing like things, I was almost more aware of what I was saying than like a YouTube video. And she was doing like full skits.
Is weird. So like showing your shoulders, she says, oh, that's inappropriate. That's porn. An 8-year-old doesn't get that joke. I don't know why. I mean, I've always had an issue with this. An 8-year-old doesn't understand the butt of your joke. Do you know how they have to find out the butt of your joke? They have to ask their mom, or they have to look it up online. And if they're watching your shows online, if they're watching Miranda Sings on YouTube while you're talking about porn, what do you think they're gonna do? P-O-R-N. They're going to look it up. So now you are exposing children ages 5 to 17 to pornography. I've just never, ever, ever, ever been okay with that. And I get what you're trying to do. I get it's a joke. I get it's hee-hee-ha-ha for you. But your audience isn't 30. Your audience is a minor. Your audience is a child. My camera's gonna die. BRB. Charged my camera. Got some lunch. Spaghetti if you're interested. Ate some ice cream. Cookie dough if you're interested. And let's get back to what we were talking about. So people were starting to look at some of the things that Colleen Ballinger used to do, especially on stage. And they were looking at, why is this 8 to 10-year-old sticking his hands down Colleen Ballinger's pants to grab some Cheetos, to grab some little cheese puffs? Wildly inappropriate. They're looking at, why are they kissing her on the cheek? Why is she asking for kisses? It was all of this stuff was starting to come out. But what was baffling, Colleen was silent. She was silent, nothing, until the video that broke the internet. Until her response apology video finally.
I remember this coming out. I remember getting, is anyone a veteran of Adam McIntyre lore? How I found out about the video was I went live on Twitch, and 2 minutes into my live stream, my chat gets spammed with Adam Colleen has uploaded a response. And I literally was like, guys, I'm going to have to leave. Watch it, compress, and then come back on stream. So I left stream within 3 minutes, called my mom, and we were like, let's watch it. We thought it was going to be like a No More Lies video. When I click on that video, my mom is on FaceTime. And my mom's like, what's happening? What's happening? Because it was silent. And I'm like, I don't know yet. She's staring at the camera. Mom, she's bringing out a ukulele. Mom, she's bringing out a ukulele. And then she starts, Mom, she's singing a song. And me and my mom, just silence. It was like, we were in silence. And then it finished. And I think we sat in silence for like another minute. And I was like, okay, Mom, I'm going to go back on live and watch it with everyone. And I think the live stream is still up. Oh my god, I'm like that Gabby Hanna typing meme right now. Oh my god, here it is. This is so crazy. I can't believe this is documented.
Load up the video. Well, I took a little break.
So this is like...
Is that in her...
Like, when you go to like a family gathering,
this is so
and there's a weird aunt there that keeps coming up to you.
Hold on, can I let this play a second? Because I need to pee as well. Enjoy a little bit of history lesson.
And they're like, hey girl, what's the tea?
She has now compared herself to a weird aunt at a dinner function. Is that in her defense? Is that in her defense? She just compared herself to like being at a family gathering and a weird aunt. What, like your weird brother Trent? Because that doesn't get addressed in this video at all.
That was me. But in group chats with my fans. It was weird.
Wait, so I don't get it. She's being like, yes, I was in group chats with my fans. And then she's like, everything was lies. You don't want to know the facts. What is it then? I don't get it. How can both be true at the same time? All aboard the train. Everything's not true. But then she's like, I was in group chats with my fans. I don't get it. Which one is it? Which one is it?
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you because
A Red Bull,
I feel
obviously.
like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand it. Maybe there should be some boundaries there.
What do you mean the first couple years of your career?
It's so funny how different my response to this video is now versus then. I was so fucking angry when because this is the second time that I watched it. I had just watched it for the first time. The video had been out for maybe like a couple minutes. Why is my stream not working? Why can I not see chat anymore? Hold on. Why can I not see chat? Hello? Oh, there we go. So it's so funny. I was so fucking angry when I listened to it for the first time, but now I'm like, this is funny as fuck. What other big moments?
Those new screenshots.
Oh, I was pissed. Wow.
Oh my god. You're so sorry.
Wow, I was angry.
Which then made...
I'm so glad I can watch this now and make fun of her. I think in the moment I was really angry, number one, because this is her way of responding, but then number two, I thought, oh my god, this is so ridiculous that, like, she's gonna get away with it, but ultimately...
Swatting me.
It worked,
and
like, in my favor.
Threatening to off my fam...
Oh.
Doesn't make them...
Wait.
Oh no.
Hating
Sometimes
it.
people can make a mistake and you can kindly let them know and help them to grow. Sometimes people make mistakes
So over it.
simply because they made a mistake.
Wait, I'm low-key mugging.
And that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them a human. But what do I know? Fuck me, right?
Hold on. Hold on.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I'm going on Josh's Twitter.
People are... And...
Oh my god, the plushie wall. That is so funny. God, I'm so glad my reaction is so different now.
Finally comes out. The first time she is going to address all of these horrific things that people are coming out. All of these things that she could have been like, look, I did some stuff that was bad, and I also, stuff is getting blown out of proportion. Also, this stuff isn't true, and also I have changed my ways since then. She could have said all of this stuff, but instead, she said,
You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train.
So ridiculous.
Driving down the tracks of misinformation, the toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to the manipulation station.
but in this video, she states that no, she is not a groomer, as people are claiming her to be. She was just a loser who couldn't understand she shouldn't talk to fans. I'm not a predator, even though everyone thinks I am. And then a fart joke. And she doesn't address anything else.
When I make mistakes, it's something that I continue to try to... What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No, she's a narcissist, a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me.
So yeah, the internet blew up. I'm talking 19 million views, and still is her #1 video on her vlog channel. It just garnished parodies from all over the internet, as well as being addressed by the likes.
And again, important to note the difference between her and James, the full narrative of this. That video of hers is still up, whereas James deletes all of his ones.
So PewDiePie parodied Meat Canyon, as well as talked about by Moist Critical. So some like higher up people addressed this as well. And
Did
her
Moist
response
Critical
is what
talk about
just
it? Jesus.
poof, she blew it up. Like people were watching before this, but she just poof, and then it was everywhere. And at this time, Adam had been kind of sprinkling a little bit that, hey, Trisha, don't side with Colleen. There's stuff that has happened. You don't want to side with her. She's not your friend. And Trisha was silent. I wouldn't say she sided with her, but she was silent about her. So I guess that is by siding by omission. Because they had a podcast together. I'm pretty sure my camera is slanted. Trisha Paytas is who I'm talking about, and Colleen Ballinger, I would say, are beyond work friends. Trisha made it sound like they would hang out occasionally outside of vlogs, but they were on each other's channel enough that I knew Trisha's very controversial. Now she's kind of calmed down, but she was very, 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 very controversial. It was enough for me to be like, why is Colleen friends with her? Colleen is an angel.
My favorite thing as well was Colleen telling Trisha when they started the podcast, you know, like, I'm losing sponsorships by working with you. Look at both of them now.
Her, like, reputation get tarnished by being around Trisha. And I was like, I guess, you know, you stand for your friend. She knows who Trisha is for real. Like, that's kind of how I thought about it. Little did we know that Colleen Ballinger would hold watch parties for Trisha Paytas's OnlyFans with Colleen's friends, with the sole purpose of making fun of her. She would send Trisha's nudes to her friends as meme content and literally just make fun of her behind her back. When she was doing this, Colleen had been viewed as an angel. So it was another, like, truly large hit. All on her own accord. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it was like, what? She did what? Like, why? Trisha came out, addressed it, pretty much just denouncing Colleen, and that she really didn't want to believe it until the evidence came out, and then the evidence did come out.
It never feels good to have someone just like make fun of your naked body. It's just a really vulnerable.
God, I remember this video came out July 4th. Oh my God, Mom, did we go? That's crazy. This video came out, and me and my mom, if she's still watching, she'll know exactly what I'm saying. We went to Disneyland, and within the first 20 seconds of being in Disneyland, Trisha Paytas has uploaded video, Colleen. And me and my mom were like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we literally go into the first gift shop on Main Street in Disneyland. We go to the corner, share an earphone, and listen to the video in its entirety. And we like, couldn't believe it. My mom's saying, yup. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh my God, people remember it. You remember your Disneyland trip. Crazy. And then after this, me and my mom went back home. I filmed a response video, and then we went to the Hollywood Bowl and went to see the Beach Boys. Crazy fucking day.
Horrible thing, and it is a little embarrassing if I'm being honest, but I'm more embarrassed for her. That this is the kind of
not Trish Dependence Day
person she is. Like I'm so embarrassed sending these to fans unsolicited. The context of which she was sending these. I don't get the purpose.
It was just hit after hit after hit. I'm not, like, accurate, alleged.
This is such a weird, like, it's so weird being reminded of all this. Adam, did you see Johnny Silvestri was attempting to make a comeback using his relative's murder? Oh my God. I didn't see that. Jesus Christ. I did see that he, like, changed his name on social media as though it, like, rebranded to something else. What the fuck? What was I gonna say? That was so shocking. Yeah, this era is so crazy to look back on because, like, me and Trisha, like, our only, like, it's so different now. Like, if me and Trisha need to talk to each other, like, we'll DM each other or whatever. But, like, back then, me and Trisha were in such rocky standing because I was making videos calling her out for things that she deserved to be called out for, by the way. That our only form of communication was me emailing her assistant emailing it to Trisha, and Trisha CCing her assistant in a response in an email to me. And if Trisha was trying to reach me, she would, like, email her assistant an email and be like, send this to Adam. Like, so weird to, like, see, like, how far me and Trisha have came from, like, that to, like, I mean, if I look up, like, we literally refused to speak directly to each other. It was always through and this was during the Colleen time. It was through someone else, through an assistant, through multiple email chains, and we would be, like, apologizing to each other or, like, sharing information, but we still would refuse to directly talk to each other. Which, again, I'm trying to find the photo of me and her. It's so crazy to kind of look at us now. Where is it? Where's that damn photo? Hello? Oh, here it is. Which is just so funny to, like, look at, like, I would have never, or Trisha would have never thought that this photo would have happened when we refused to speak to each other during the peak of the Colleen time, when we're actively talking about each other, and we would have to speak through, like, an assistant CCing an email or Trisha emailing me or whatever it was, right? So
accurate hits to Colleen, and Swoop then came out with his documentary up until about like August time frame. Deep dives into Colleen, deep dives into her history, deep dives into her husband and what her husband was saying and how their relationship had been, how she allegedly sent just packs and hordes of her own fans to attack Josh and absolutely destroy his career and reputation. So weaponizing her fan group, weaponizing her fans, which was more proof of what had been shown before. And then of course, lastly, I always say take stuff with it. I mean, I'm saying take everything with a grain of salt, like, because we had people come out that were kind of twisting the truth a little or kind of doing it for the wrong reasons. And Swoop did an entire documentary. Why do I always say documentary? Documentary about one of them, which came out of left field. He also had been a head runner, having all this stuff come out about Colleen and Joshua David Evans, and then boom, out of left field.
I also love that Swoop refuses to call Johnny Johnny. She would only call him John. I was like, whoa.
Swoop just dropped all this stuff about this guy and how he was actually kind of twisting the truth and he wasn't telling it everything and he was making it seem worse than it actually was. So I will say that. I mean, everybody will do anything for their 10 minutes of fame. So I'm not here to put more fuel on the fire. Because these are people's real lives that I'm dealing with. So I'm talking about gossiping about, talking about. So I'm not here to add more fuel to the fire. What we're here for is for part 3, which is coming up soon, of why James can have a career, but Colleen cannot. Which leads us into November 2023, the video that I believe is the reason Colleen does not have a career today. In this video, she had been silent for 5 months. Swoop videos had came out, Trisha Paytas had came out. Everything was sitting up here and everything was out in the open about what Colleen was like, not only behind the scenes, to her fans, to her group chats that she still had until that very moment. Everything was coming out about her kind of family, some of the family dynamics. What her response was a 13-minute apology. Wait,
oh my god,
sorry.
fall vlog.
Wait.
Do you want to know a really interesting piece of Adam McIntyre lore that I've never said online before? Hold on. Adam McIntyre. I just want to make sure that it is the truth. Yes. Oh my god, do you want to know crazy Adam McIntyre lore? Oh my god, it is true. Okay. So, Colleen's comeback that Mandy is currently talking about
was a 3-minute apology and a 10-minute vlog in one video. This video was called Fall Vlog.
Okay, wait.
In it.
Oh, I thought she was going to show a thing. Crazy piece of Adam McIntyre lore. Colleen came back after like 5 months of silence with a vlog called Fall Vlog. I responded to the video. I was living in Manchester at the time.
And you said,
this is the 19th of November, 2023. I had been living in Manchester for a couple months, or a couple weeks, I think. I miss this apartment. I filmed this video.
I have some things written.
I was really upset, and I was so upset, and I posted the video at like, I don't know what time, and Colleen fans and a lot of people were coming into my comment section and were like making fun of me, and I was so fucking upset that I was like, fuck this, I'm going off my phone and I'm gonna go to the club. So I take myself to what was it called? New Union Bar in Manchester, and there was a drag show going on. And I sit alone at the drag show, and I'm drinking my drinks, and I'm enjoying the drag show, and everything is separate, right? Everything's separate. Like, the online world, I'm trying to disassociate from it. I go out to smoke a cigarette, whatever. I go out to smoke a cigarette, or probably chain smoke, because I was fucking stressed as fuck. And there was this guy outside, and he was, like, the most attractive guy I'd ever seen in my entire life. And I was clearly in a state. I mean, I'm like drink, smoke, going crazy, like on my own. And this guy talks to me, and I'm like, oh, this is like a really nice guy talking. We ended up dating. That was my first person that I ever dated. And I met him like maybe 2 hours after I filmed this video, which is so, like, it's so crazy to me, like, when I think back on this day now. And then we, like, dated for, like, I don't know how, it wasn't that long, but, like, whatever. So, yeah. Little piece of Adam McIntyre lore. Without Colleen Ballinger doing that video, I wouldn't have had my first relationship. Thanks, Colleen!
She apologizes.
Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy, and there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions, and because of that behavior, people got hurt, and I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that.
Obsessed with the filming in front of the bed.
I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that as well. I needed to take time to...
Adam, what should I name my aquarium shrimp? Aquaman, Moses, Jr., Paytas Hackman.
To make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible. And I also needed to get the help that I needed.
She doesn't name names. She doesn't point fingers. She just does the, this is very immature of me, different time. I'm very ashamed of the things that I've done, the things that I've said. Does not say, Adam, I am sorry. Does not say, Becky, I am sorry for spreading your legs on stage. She does not point fingers, but she does a blanket apology for 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. I rounded up. In the rest of the 10 minutes, she takes us around her house. She has us look at the chickens, tells us about her rock collection, and she absolutely ruins the rest of her career. Because what do you mean after 5 months silence, you give me 3 minutes of an apology and then a 10-minute vlog? I don't think she realized what she was doing at the time, but what she was doing was solidifying. She did not care about anything that was happening. She only...
It's a great point. I never thought about that. I was too busy hooking up with my new boyfriend.
cared about her career. So after this, she released vlogs, a bunch of vlogs, maybe not every day, maybe once every week, twice, 3 times a week. And sure, they were high up there for a while, and she probably thought she had her career back. But then the curiosity was gone, and people left, and the only people that remained were about 30,000 people. This woman used to get 300K per daily vlog, and the only people that were left was about 30,000. That's sad. I can say that's sad because this video won't hit 30,000 views. This video...
Not true. I'm so happy that this video is doing really well for Mandy, and please go support it and go support Mandy. This is a good ass creator. I need notifications on.
If I'm lucky, 10, okay? So I can look at it and say you have a cumulative of 20 million subscribers and you're getting 30,000 views on your video. What happened? And why is James Charles still getting 1 million on his? Let's talk about it. Part 3. Why does James Charles still have a career and Colleen Ballinger doesn't? Welcome to the meat and potatoes of this actual video. Like, I'm pretty sure this is why you came was for this part. So thank you if you stayed that entire time.
This has honestly been one of the most enjoyable videos that I've, like, truly ever watched. So shout out to Mandy. This is such a great video.
To listen to things and gossip with me about stuff that we already knew. With similar subscriber counts, I believe these two are comparable. Colleen Ballinger currently only posts on her vlog channel, which has about 2 million followers. That should be of note. James Charles saved his career with his No More Lies video. Because I'm just gonna get to the core of it. It instilled in our brain that at one point in time, people had lied about him. That at this point in time, people had lied, and instilled people will continue to lie about him for the rest of his career. Because that video had done so well, and I didn't mention it, but it did turn out that it had been like a targeted assassination of his character by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, and manipulated / got Tati on this type of idea that this was the only way to stop James from hurting others / destroy his career and give him a wake-up call. So because that Dramageddon 2 was supposed to be a wake-up hit piece on James, he will always have this type of, well, it's happened before, where people have lied, feel around him. He is also, it is understandable, how people could lie about their age to try to get clout, to try to attach their name to his. Like, it's understandable, like, I get it. But does that take off the fact that James should also be aware that people could do that? No. Like, if I was James, a 26-year-old man, why would I not want to be dating 24-year-old men? It's not clocking to you. I'm standing on business. Like, I think you can tell which murky water side I'm on. I'm on the beach. I'm not even, my back's to the beach, like my back's to the water. Occasionally I'll look over to see like, oh, he released a song? Interesting. Oh, there's some drama about him? I'll listen. Interesting. But I'm not a fan. I'm nothing to what I used to be, James. And I don't think I ever will be. James continues to have also the support of other YouTubers. Because his name has been tarnished in the past, and because of TikTok, where he throws a lot of his force into, there's an entire new audience that really doesn't know what happened.
Because they're young as fuck. They're young as fuck. When you have damaged your reputation so much, you have got to pander away from the people that are of an age where they actually can understand shit.
With him, they know something. They know he was accused, but it turned out not to be true, and no one's really in prison, but he's funny. And that's what's sad, James, is you are funny. You are funny. He's funny. But, like, you're gross. There are people who silently still support him behind the scenes. That, James, if they don't support you in front of the camera, then they want you for the wrong reasons. I'm gonna say that, and you should know that too. But I believe he still has his career because he's posting on TikTok to these people who don't really know what is happening. Then he posts on YouTube, and his content's good enough. He's got the beastified type thumbnails, but his targeting audience is not to 30-year-old makeup girlies. His targeted audience is still 15-year-old makeup kids. It's still children, and 15-year-olds don't really know what happened. And don't really care what happened either. I, from the bottom of my...
Because as well, at that age, they kind of like the idea that they could also be chosen.
I truly believe that it was that video that he can lean on as being a crutch. Whereas Colleen... What the actual frick? A fall vlog? Do you realize you just destroyed your entire career?
I think I've been so focused on the toxic gossip train that I completely forgot about the fall vlog and the time in between. That's such a good point of James having a fallback where the public are able to trust him on one thing where they aren't with Colleen.
Should have posted that apology. Honestly, you should have named names in it. Even if you don't believe it, you're fighting for your career. Like, do you understand me? You're fighting for your career.
That's a good point.
Name names and apologize.
And I think that's one thing that James is good at, because I think that, like, all he really cares about is fame and money and kind of social class. I think that James is willing to throw his pride under the bus to keep his career, whereas I think for Colleen, that is much too much of an ask.
And be gone for another month. She did not think that she was stoppable. She didn't think that this would ruin her career. She really thought, people aren't going to believe it. It's going to be like the 2020. People are going to be back on my side. Girl, you're not
A good point as well. A good point as well, that she probably did think that it would just blow over like 2020.
Trisha, you're not James. Trisha Paytas has been through, as you would say, the cockroach of the internet. She's gone through waves of people absolutely hating her, not watching her stuff, absolutely every video being a hate piece on her, to now being on Saturday Night Live, to now having a very successful podcast without you. Seemingly to the audience, whether it's true or not, I'm not her and I'm not her personal friend, so I don't know, has visually changed her actions. Because it wasn't too long ago, 2 years ago, literally until July 2023, you did this, Colleen. You brought her to the forefront of positivity, where people still hated her. And you're not a cockroach, Colleen. You're not. You're not one of these people who continues to get into scandals, but somehow they persevere and succeed eventually. You're not a cockroach. And you didn't want to be a cockroach. You always wanted to be the angelic girl. And I think that was to your detriment, because you thought you were so high up here in your mind that you thought nothing could strike you down. And when it did, now you're dead. You're on the ground. There's nothing you can do about it. It sounds really harsh, but that's what I truly, truly believe, is that the propaganda she pushed out on that February propaganda she pushed out on that November vlog changed the mindsets of people like me, your 30-year-old best friends who had been watching you for 10 years.
God, this is such a great point. I feel like because I'm so involved in it, I feel like I can't, like, get a take of, like, the general public, but wow.
Your daily vlogs for 3 years. Heck, in my very first video on YouTube, I said, I love YouTube so much, and I want to start a YouTube channel because of people who post vlogs, and I love when they post about their family. I was talking about you, Colleen. In my first video, I was talking about you. What I'm saying is, by posting this fall vlog, it just proved everything was right. You didn't disprove anything. You confirmed it. And because of that, you lost the normal people, and only the loyal people you already had, your weenies, only they stayed. And the weenies do not outnumber the loyal oldies, the old people. So, she can't go on tour. She can't really go anywhere. She's kind of landlocked. Honestly, she's house locked. It's sad. I mean, I guess you get you get what you deserve, I guess, but it is sad. And there's some rumors.
Adam, didn't Colleen time when she posted these because she didn't want to see? Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, yeah, she would always post them like incredibly late at night. But the problem was, girl, I was always up.
Right now about her and her current husband, maybe
there was no time that you could have posted a video where I wasn't going to immediately respond to it.
Divorce, and I hope they're false. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, hope that she finds some type of peace and she can be with her husband and they love each other and it's all great and her children have just a fantastic life, because there's kids brought into this now. That's truly why I think James Charles is not canceled, because of his great propaganda video and the continuated feel of like, oh, it was wrong 1 time, 2 times, it was wrong 3 times. So this time when something comes out, it's probably wrong again. Or, oh, and now it's just turned into, oh, that's just James. That's all it is now. It's, oh, it's just James. And why Colleen Ballinger's career is down the trash. Better than mine, though. Okay, it was better than mine. I'm sure I missed a lot of other reasons this could be, especially since she doesn't really use TikTok and he uses TikTok, and the aiming towards the younger audience and everything, but neither of their career.
I do think the point bringing up that James is kind of trying to redirect a new lifestyle audience on TikTok that are a lot younger as well means that James constantly has a rotation of new people watching his stuff, which is only going to be beneficial for him.
Ears are up here anymore. James, Colleen. And I don't think they will ever be up here anymore. I don't think Kylie Jenner will ever be back on James Charles' channel. I don't. And I don't think Miranda Sings will ever be on live television ever again. I don't. And maybe in a handful of years, she'll go on tour again. But after everything that came out, I just can't see that happening.
Who's ready for the Miranda Sings X1 Entertainment Tour? I could see that happening, judging by the people they choose to fucking tour.
Because you never cleared it up. It's still out there. It's still little dust in the air. You never pushed it away. So please comment below what you think the reasons could be. I really enjoyed making this video. You know, I could talk forever about each person and talk about their scandals. It truly is.
Okay. That was, I don't really react to stuff anymore, but that was a fucking good ass video. Again, please go subscribe to Mandy. I'm going to be watching more of her content moving forward. That was good as fuck. That was so well researched. Really, really, really great. And I've just I've really, really, really got to give it to Mandy. That was good as fuck. Oh my god. That was really, really, really good. Please go support Mandy. Please. That was good as hell. I'm just loading up chat again back on my computer so I can see. Oh my god, we haven't done a live stream in so long. Yeah, people really loved it. People loved it. Also, before I go, my friend Neve has just texted me while I was streaming and was like, oh my god, my phone was vibrating so much over the last hour. What's happening? Did you post a video? She doesn't know that I'm live streaming. Me and Neve both have access to the podcast Instagram account, which is right here. Now, I'm looking at her location, and she's currently at a bar, and she's literally at a bar right now, and she has notifications on. So, wait, I'm gonna pin it. But can you comment something on this? I don't know, like Neve Slay or like something that she'll see, cause I wanna. she'll be so annoyed at me, cause she has notifications on. I have mine muted, but she has hers on. I've pinned it in the chat. Please go comment something on it. Wait, let me turn mine on so I can see what it would actually look like. Hold on, wait. Okay, I've turned my notifications back on for it. Please comment on this, and also please follow the account if you don't. First episode is coming up next week. It's going to be about X1. Thank you so much to everyone following. But please comment, I don't know, big her up or whatever. And then I want to see if she would get notified about it. I'll know if I get notified. Oh, wait, okay. Hold on. Oh, here we go. She's going to be so annoyed. My phone's freezing. She's gonna be pissed off as fuck. She literally, again, I normally have mine muted, but oh god, she's gonna be fuming at me. Again, please follow the account. If you don't, first episode is coming up next week. Oh my god, my phone is literally wait, she's gonna be so annoyed. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Wait, she just texted me. She just said, Adam, did you tell your stream to spam the comments? I'm crying. You guys are spamming her phone. She said, Adam, what? She said, I have notifications on. Wait, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Oh my god. I wonder where she is. She's at some bar. Damn. I know that phone is going crazy right now. Wow. Muggers, it was so much fun doing another stream. Again, please, please, please follow the account. Can't wait for the podcast to come up. It was really fun live streaming again. And again, Mandy Mo is fucking insane. I'm nearly dropping my phone because of it. This is insane. Jesus Christ. Literally 84 new comments. Please follow the account. It was super fun doing a stream. Again, I've missed doing these. And again, I'm really excited to let you all know that I'm going to be... Someone said, girl, turn the notifications off. Someone said, Neve, I see you from across the bar. This was... Adam isn't live, someone said. This was so fun. Thank you so much to my moderator... Okay, girl, I'm going to mute this in a second. Thank you to my moderators. I really appreciate you all being here. Okay, 100 new comments is... She said, I'm literally laughing so much. My notice stay on. Wait, she said, my notice staying on. I need a bond with my baby. I can't believe she's keeping her notifications on. Why is she keeping her notifications on? This is deranged. I need to mute it. God. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay. I am going to love and leave all of you. Again, thank you to the moderators. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. This was super fun. Thank you, Mandy Mo. I'm going to put the video in the comments. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you all later. Thank you all again. It was super fun. And again, I can't wait to move into my place because I'm going to be doing live streams again. My phone is literally still fucking going off right now. This is... Guys. It's still going! It's still going! Please. And again, thank you to everyone following the account. I can't wait for the new episode, or the first episode, I guess. I will see y'all. Thank